Welcome, everybody, to another rendition of Delete Laws. How is everybody today? If everybody would please just take 1 second real fast before we get into it. And if everybody would please just really quick, just hit the like button. Everybody just hit the like button. You're looking at a man who I felt needed recognition. Now, he used to go by Don Johnson, and now he goes by Diop Kamau. And Diop Kamau, what this feller did, he is the original OG cop watcher. That's what he is. He's the original OG cop watcher. Let's get into a little bit of his story. Everybody hit the like button if you would please, and then type in the comment section OTVO, overturn Terry versus Ohio. This is the original OG cop watcher. This guy's story, I've been watching this story all morning long, and I just wanted to share with you guys. Diop Kamau. Police Complaint Center. Interesting.
Okay, they're all coming towards the door. Move it in now.
Jackson scored the highest in his department on a series of exams and was promoted to sergeant. But instead of things getting better, they got worse.
Suddenly, you have some of these 20-year veterans who have had a compounded history of racist attitudes that they've been able to live with, suddenly being told what to do by a 29-year-old black sergeant. And for some of them, that was just too much to handle.
And perhaps too much for Don Jackson to handle. After 6 years of racial conflict, he took a stress-related sick leave, convinced that blacks could no longer receive equitable treatment in or out of the job.
Hey, I said put your head back on the floor. Okay.
With gang violence in L.A. County at an all-time high, police walk a fine line between enforcement and abuse.
Okay. Let's get down on my knees, man. That's not necessary, man. Picking up the wrong people all the time, man.
For Don Jackson, the last straw came when police clearly crossed that line in an incident involving his own father.
He was driving with my younger sister and 4 kids in the car. He's ordered off the road by several Pomona police officers.
And I was yelling to the officer that I'm a deputy sheriff. I was ordered then to turn around and walk backwards toward them.
Allegedly, what they were looking for was a black man, approximately 25 or 30 years of age, who had just committed a robbery and a drive-by shooting.
When I complied, I felt myself being pulled up off the ground, and I was body slammed in the street to the sidewalk, which caused me to hurt my hand and dislodge a kidney apparatus that I have to wear. At that time, the officers put handcuffs on me, and one was holding my head down on the ground with his knee.
Now, my father's driving a van with 4 kids in the car, and none of them are over 5 years old, and a woman, and he's going to do drive-by shootings and rob houses.
When they did find my identification, they uncuffed me, and they told me that I should understand that I'm a police officer, that this is part of police work.
Did you understand?
No, I didn't understand.
Were the kids visible?
Oh, yeah, they were visible. They were in shock. They don't even want to ride anywhere with my father in a car because that's the impact that it's had on them. My father, I'm 30 years old now. I had never seen him cry in my lifetime.
Hence, it's like everything that you live.
So a little bit of backlog on Diop Kamau. His father was a police officer during the civil rights era, and through the 60s, his dad fought on the side of the state, often abusing, beating, and torturing black people. And so his dad taught his son, Diop, that you should respect the police. You should respect law and order. That's what he taught his son. And then after being a cop for 30 years, the cops pulled him over and beat the holy hell out of him to the point where he now has to have a colostomy bag off the side of his body. He can no longer go to the bathroom normally. He now has a bag off the side of his body for his bathroom breaks after the cops beat him severely.
You have to excuse me. Everything you've lived with, all your principles, all your thoughts, are just going down the drain.
Did it change the way you think about things?
No, I've got over a lot of it because I have good friends, and they're both black and white, and but it made me feel that there's a need for what he's doing.
It was like a shock wave sent through me. I felt it was time to take some action. It was no longer time to talk about working things out, to talk about negotiating on police issues and mistreatment. It was time to get involved. There they go right there.
Now, on any given weekend, Don Jackson can be found in a van monitoring his police band radio, videotaping officers to see if they'll cross that line between enforcement and abuse.
I had seen things happen in the streets all my career, and I tried to stop and do things where I could to insulate people from the type of abuse that I knew was racially motivated. But when it happened to my own father, it was time for me to use my skills in another way. Good cops do not have to worry about me, but the bad ones certainly do.
Before this happened to me, I thought he was going much too far. That incident that happened to me changed my mind. Somebody has to do it. And I wish it were someone else's son, but it's mine son. So I have to live with that.
There are probably people out there who would say, this guy's become obsessed with this. Maybe he's lost perspective.
I'm obsessed with justice. I'm obsessed with equity. Those things I have to have. I was not brought up to be a second-class citizen.
He's pretty far out there on a limb right now.
I know.
Do you worry about him?
His safety, I do.
He's pretty far out there on a limb right now because he doesn't want to accept the racist police abuse that was going on through the 80s and the 90s. He's way out there on a limb. Just wait till how you see the other reporters, how they try to pigeonhole Diop.
Yeah, I know it's dangerous, and I just wish he didn't have to go through this. I think I thought I had paid the price to where he wouldn't have to.
No.
1204 West Adams Boulevard, apartment 4, 1204 West Adams Boulevard, number 4.
So that's just one video. There are several videos I'm going to cover of Diop today. What's going on, everybody? So YouTube is definitely trying to kill this channel. They don't send out notifications. They demonetize all of my videos. So if you guys ever don't see me, come to deletelaws.com and find me, figure out where I went, because I don't know how much longer YouTube's going to last. Doesn't matter what video I make, it gets demonetized. And once the video is demonetized, as you know, then YouTube doesn't make any money off of it. So as soon as they don't make any money off of it, well, then they're going to put the video in the cellar. Let me show you exactly what I'm talking about, and then you guys can be the judge for yourself. Let me show you my latest demonetized video. You're going to love this. It's pretty egregious what they're doing, what YouTube is doing. So I apparently, doesn't seem to matter what I do. My videos are just demonetized, and they don't send out notifications for the live stream. And, you know, it is what it is. Limited or no ads remain on your I just want to share with you guys something that I'm seeing here. So this video right here is demonetized, and I just kind of wanted to get your perspective on it.
Who's your buddy, man?
I have no idea.
Oh, you want to play that game?
I seriously don't.
So you want the ticket for improper display instead, then?
Why are you answering those questions? What are you doing? Oh, you don't like dealing with this guy asking you why you're answering questions? You're going to like it a lot less in torture cuffs. You're going to like it a lot less in the back of the cop car. Why are you having a back and forth with a pig who wants to arrest you, who wants to put you in a dungeon? Why are you answering a single God-blessed question? They're trying to charge you with a crime. You pull out your trifold from your visor. You say, I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent.
So that video is demonetized. I can't figure out why. I can't figure out why that video would be demonetized, because I say that you can't trust cops. So this video here, where I just show the toddler, I want to share this video with you, but I want your feedback on it. I want to know what you think. Do you denounce this behavior? Do you condemn this behavior by this child? Let's listen for a moment, and then we're going to show you a couple more videos. So I just want to show you the video's demonetized. She was wearing a face mask, but it wasn't below her mouth. This video is demonetized, so it won't get any views. I'll put it in the basement. So we see that one. So pretty much all the videos that I make are being demonetized on video, on YouTube. Pretty much every video that I make is being demonetized. And the growth of the channel is just completely stopped. There's no growth. And yeah, if it is, so just be ready. I want everybody to brace themselves for YouTube. They don't want me to run for governor. They don't want me to win. They don't want me to change the policies of police from the top down. They don't want that. So if I'm ever not here, if the channel is deleted, find my website, deletelaws.com. So yeah, that's just what I'm seeing constantly. And now I'm going to go into a little bit more from Diop. Let me say something real quick. While I do the live stream, I'm going to show you guys this next video here. But let me try to make, I'm going to give away as much stuff as I can during my live streams, but not when I'm not doing live streams. I can't. There's so many hundreds and hundreds of requests for free things coming in, and I want to be able to do that, but I can't. You understand that? There's not enough minutes, hours in the day for me to click and give away free stuff to how many people ask for free stuff. So I can't. And then other people, I can't give everybody, you know what I'm saying? Like there's so many people who write me and they say, hey, send me that free 5A cop card. And I just don't have time, to be honest. There's not enough minutes in the day for me to click. And I tried to do it at first, but it's just, if you guys want to get free cop cards and free trifolds and stuff like that, you got to join me on the live stream. I'm not going to fill requests from random people who just send me a request when I'm not on live stream. It just takes up too much of my time. I hope you guys understand. Please don't take it personally. It's not. It's just a simple time thing. What I will do during my live stream is I'll give away free Fifth Amendment cop cards to anybody who orders anything from my website during the live stream. So I will continue to do that. If you guys are on my live stream now and you go to my website and you order anything at all, I will send you in the mail this Fifth Amendment cop card for free. The shipping snafu is almost now completely over. Everybody now has their trifolds, or should have their trifolds right now, or by Monday, Tuesday of this next week, because we shipped out just before Thanksgiving. So everybody should have their trifold. Everybody should have it. So I look forward to you guys getting it. I look forward to everybody getting it. You know what I mean? And, you know, on the other side of that, if you guys can afford to purchase a $9 digital trifold, you should purchase it. You know, I think there's some people who request free things from me that can easily afford $9, but they just want it for free. And I can't do it anymore. There's not enough minutes in my day. So I'm sorry. I wish that I could, but I can't. So we're going to talk more about Diop here. I want to get into that. While you guys are here, while I'm live, if you guys order anything from my website, I'll send you the Fifth Amendment cop card driver and non-driver for free. I'll send it to you in the mail. Okay. So if anybody orders during my live stream, not when I'm not on live stream, I don't know how to, I don't know how to say it without sounding mean or as though I don't care or something like that. And I do care and I'm not mean. However, it's to the point where so many hundreds of people are saying, give that to me for free. And someone will put an order in at midnight last night, and then they'll email me today and say, hey, I ordered something yesterday and I didn't get that free Fifth Amendment cop card. You're not going to. You're only going to get it if you're here during the live stream. That's the only way I'm going to send off free stuff is during the live stream. I hope you guys can understand that. I hope that that's cool. I apologize. I've tried to give away as much stuff as I possibly can. Tried to help as many people as I possibly can. I've done fundraisers for dozens of people, and I'm doing the best I can with what I've got, but I don't have enough time to sit and give away so many things with so many people. So if you guys are here during my live stream, happy to try to send you everything that I sell for free during my live stream. Happy to send you the Fifth Amendment cop card in the mail. If you order anything from my website, that includes the $9 digital trifold. So there it is. There it is. Now let's watch a couple minutes of this bad chicken.
Dozens of police stations.
We wanted to find out how people would be treated and what the procedures are for filing complaints against police officers.
I-Team investigator Mike Kirsch is here now with his investigation into what some might consider police station intimidation.
Police departments around the country, like here in Tallahassee, give citizens police complaint forms all the time, no questions asked. But walk into a police station in South Florida trying to find out how to file a complaint and watch what happens.
Yeah, I wanted to find out how to file a complaint against an officer. I just wanted to find out how to do it. You guys have a form or something that I could take with me?
Well, you got to tell me first, and then I got to hear what's going on. You got to tell me what the complaint is.
Do you have a complaint form that I can fill out or something like that?
Might not be a legitimate complaint.
Who decides that?
I'm trying to help you.
Like if there's a form, why can't I just take it and leave, right?
No, you don't leave with forms. You tell me what happened.
You don't leave with forms.
And then I help you from there.
Oh, he's helping?
You have an idea on you?
Why?
You know what? You need to leave. Okay? You're refusing to tell me what you want to do. Okay? You're refusing to tell me who's involved, where it happened, what transpired. You're not cooperating with me one bit.
I was just asking if you guys have a complaint form or if there's some way for me to contact internal affairs.
You can do whatever the hell you want. It's a free country.
Why are you cursing at me?
Where do you live? Where do you live? All right, first of all, so you're not going to tell me where you live, what your name is,
This is going to escalate.
or anything like that, right?
I mean, if you're going to, if I ask...
Are you on medication?
Why would you ask me something like that?
Because you're not answering any of my questions.
So I'm on medication?
I asked you. It's a free country. I can ask you that.
Okay, you're right.
So you're not going to tell me who you are. You're not going to tell me what the problem is. You're not going to identify yourself.
All I asked you was, how do I contact them?
You said you had a complaint. You said my officers are acting in an inappropriate manner. Leave now. Leave now.
I'll put you one in the...
Leave now. You better keep walking, son, before you get yourself into some trouble.
I'm not doing anything wrong.
Neither am I. It's a free country. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Why did you get out of my face, man?
I'm not in your face. I'm standing. Sidewalk, free country. One more step towards me, see what happens.
I didn't grab one towards you, man.
Take one more step towards me, see what happens.
Yeah, I'm trying to find out how to file a complaint against an officer.
Where does he work at?
I'm saying if he works at this district. We're trying to file.
I'm asking you a question. Where does he work at? He works here at this district. Just try to answer my question. I think you think this is a big conspiracy.
I'm trying to find out
It is a big conspiracy.
That's what I'm asking.
If you think you can walk in here and go straight to the director of Metro Dade Police without telling me any details, you can't do it.
And for some reason, you think that. I don't know why. You think it's a big conspiracy that we're gonna hide some information about what happened to you? I don't know. Is it a traffic ticket? Is it something that, discourtesy complaint? What is it? He stole your lunch money? Did he steal your money? Did he, have sex with your wife? What?
Did he have sex with your wife, is what he said?
I just want to know how can I go about filing a complaint on the police officer. Okay, where did the incident happen? What street and what Saturday night? I'm here with the complaint now. I'm going to take the complaint. Okay. So you got to speak to me so we can discuss this and see what we can do. Okay. Speak to me about it. Where did this happen? Okay, sir.
Does he seem like he's going to be on your side if you speak to him? Put a 1 in the chat if he seems like he's just going to be a jerk.
Please, sir. Please.
We don't give you a form.
Where do you live?
I don't really want to say.
You don't want to say?
No.
Where you going? You want to play hardball? We play hardball.
You play hardball because you went to file a complaint.
I want ID. For what? Because I'm asking you for ID right now. That's why.
Here.
Hand it to me.
Hand it to me. Here.
Hand it to me.
Are you kidding me?
Hand me your ID.
Here.
The ID's right in front of him. Look, the ID.
Are you kidding me?
Hand me your ID. Is this some... What are you doing here?
The ID was 1 inch from his hand.
This is very...
I came to ask you how to file a complaint.
Right, and this is very suspicious here.
As soon as they passed Terry versus Ohio and cops could be suspicious of you, everything is suspicious.
How to file a complaint is suspicious.
Why don't you shut up? I said this is very suspicious that you can pull in here at this time of night. He comes up
8 o'clock.
You're constantly butting in.
I'm constantly butting in.
Sir, I would like to leave.
I would love it, but he's got your driver's license, so you're just going to have to sit.
So are you detaining us? Okay, could I give you a ticket right now for improper backing?
You can do whatever you want to do, I suppose.
Yeah.
Could I give you a ticket right now? That's incredible, isn't it?
Means yes, I guess you're saying, right? And for backing up, correct? Yes?
I was backing up, sir, because I was leaving.
Like, there's no way, like, to just write it down on something? Like,
So first of all, why don't you tell me what happened, and I'll tell you if somebody did something wrong to you.
I mean, like, I feel like I know, like, if somebody did something wrong, maybe not. Sometimes people don't. Some people think that we're not allowed to do certain things, and we are. And sometimes, some guys take it overboard, and they're not allowed to do that. Right.
I don't know what happened.
Right. Yeah, I'm not going to, I don't want to talk.
I tried to help you, but obviously you got issues.
I don't have issues, man.
The real issue seems to be why can't a complaint form against the police be found seemingly anywhere at South Florida Police Department?
is there, like, just a form that I can just fill out?
Is there a form or something?
Is there just something I can fill out? You guys don't have, like, a complaint form or anything?
This hidden camera test was carried out by a police abuse watchdog group called the Police Complaint Center. Remarkably, of 38 different police stations tested around South Florida, all but 3 had no police complaint forms.
Is there a form or something?
Is there just something I can fill out? You guys don't have, like, a complaint form or anything like that?
Florida City PD and Homestead PD had them, as did the city of Miami, in 3 languages, English, Spanish, and Creole. But Miami Police Chief John Timoney was in no mood to gloat after hearing about the social skills of some cops.
Why don't you shut up?
And the behavior of other...
That looked like that cop, didn't it? See him right there? Oh, see, take a look at his face. Isn't this the same cop? Watch, who says, why don't you shut up? Watch.
But Miami Police Chief John Timoney was in no mood to gloat after hearing about
Is
the
this John
social
Timoney right
skills
here?
of some cops.
Why don't you?
Isn't that John Timoney? Is that the same guy or not?
No mood to gloat after hearing about the social skills of some cops.
Why don't you
Same
shut
cop.
up?
And the behavior of other police officers when asked how complaints might be filed against their fellow cops.
Do you want to visit my jail cell instead?
Less than 1 minute into his stop at the Pine Lawn Police Department, and Tester Greg Slade is threatened with jail time. Sergeant Christopher Clay acknowledged his department has complaint forms, but he refused to give one up.
So you're not going to give me a complaint form?
Slade continued pressing Sergeant Clay.
You're not allowed to give me that complaint form? Or you just won't?
I might be speaking a foreign language to you. You have to contact the chief. He's the only one that hands out the forms.
And that's your policy?
That's your official policy. I left the police department when he told me that their official policy was not to give out complaint forms after hours. And that was the only thing that I wanted him to tell me.
He thought it was over until Sergeant Clay met him outside and said, "Get out of my city."
Yeah, get out of your city. And what happens if I don't? And what happens if I don't? You put me under arrest?
Yep, you're under arrest. Come on.
He's under arrest.
Man, what are you doing to me, man? What are you doing, man? I'm just, stop pushing me, man. You're squeezing my...
Hey, open the door. JJ don't get it.
What am I under arrest for, man?
So you comply.
Comply with what?
You're in a government building, man. Do you understand what you know what that means? You're on government property. Do you understand what that means?
Sidewalk?
We went in after them and immediately talked to Sergeant Clay.
I asked him specifically what the incident was about. Can't help you if I don't know what the incident was about.
But listen to his double talk. It's crazy.
Is there anything wrong with asking for a complaint form?
How we do it is so we keep track of them.
You keep track of your complaint forms?
They're like a control number.
There's like a control number?
So we know exactly what complaints were coming in.
So you know exactly what complaints are coming in? You can't just take the complaints as they come in?
He wasn't getting it. And we have, we're trying to do things. And I explained to him, this is what you need to do. I explained to him 3 times.
But can you arrest somebody for not getting it?
But he ain't under arrest. I just want him to calm down and get understanding.
He's not under arrest. He's just been shackled up and put in a cage. But he's not under arrest. That's Terry versus Ohio for you right there.
But Slate was under arrest with an official court date and summons.
Hey, Joe, we're done.
Were you throwing me out?
This is police surveillance video of a test in Independence, Missouri last year. The officers refused to give him a complaint form and then arrested him.
What are you doing, man? Oh,
Slate ended up in the hospital.
He ended up in the hospital. All right, the next 3 people who get a trifold on DeleteLaws.com, the next 3 people who go to DeleteLaws.com and get a trifold, I'm going to give you the 5th Amendment cop card for free. The next 3 people, make sure your shipping address is correct when you go to DeleteLaws.com and get a trifold. Invoke your 5th Amendment right to remain silent so that you do not have to go down and file a complaint. DeleteLaws.com with a Z. Let me tell you the last order number I have. The last order number I have is 046. Let me double check that real quick. Let me just refresh this bad chicken. Yep, 046 is the last order number. So that means the next 3 orders, 047, 048, and 049 are going to get the free 5th Amendment cop cards. I'm going to mail them to you, so make sure that your mailing address is proper. Make sure your mailing address is filled in the form properly. The next 3 people who get a trifold are getting the free 5th Amendment cop card.
In Dallas, another police complaint center tester encountered this deputy who appeared to reach for a weapon.
Oh, officer, I don't need no problem. Okay.
Whoa,
you in for me? I don't know. Oh, you're here to make a complaint? Yeah. Well, no, I want to find out how to do it first.
Can I get your name?
Rich.
So let me see your license.
What if I don't have it on me? That's,
Failing to identify yourself, I can take you and put you in jail. All right? Is that what you want?
No, I don't want to go there.
Okay, give me your license then.
And some, like San Bernardino Sheriff's Department Corporal Ray Austin, had an intimidating message.
Because the way it works, they'll interview you with a tape, and then they'll talk to the officer to do an investigation. And if your allegation is unfounded, the officer has the right to sue you.
So policeabuse.com, this is Don Johnson's or Diop, I'm not sure what name he's going by. This is policeabuse.com. This is his website.
But that's not the policy of the San Bernardino Sheriff's Department. It states that any citizen can take a complaint form home, and they can fill it out anonymously. Jones left feeling as if he was being threatened into not filing a report, and even the captain agreed.
I can see how somebody who was listening to the corporal would feel intimidated.
After seeing the results of our test here at Sheriff's headquarters in San Bernardino, we wanted to find out if the same attitude existed at other sheriff's facilities. So the very next day, we sent our tester to Victorville.
What's the complaint process?
Again, Jones was told he wouldn't get a complaint form without giving his name and other information. This time, Sergeant Pat Daly made it seem like our tester was the criminal.
We have to take names to know how this is going. We just don't give people no names. And I would feel that you got something to hide then if you're this suspicious or this secret.
And when Jones remains reluctant, the sergeant draws his own conclusion.
We're arrested before, right?
Why would your sergeant draw that conclusion that he's been arrested before, or try to even elicit a response from that?
I can't answer for the sergeant. I don't know.
Sir? Sir, can I speak with you for a second? I'm waiting on this lady. I need to speak
terrible.
with you for a second. I see that you're recording. Yeah. You're not allowed to record or use cell phone in here.
This is only 6 years old. This video is only 6 years old. So just 6 years ago, the cops were trying to say that you couldn't film inside of police departments. Look how far we've come because people are filming cops more and more.
In the lobby, you can record us all day. Denying the records to the policy.
Yes, he can. That's a lie. This cop is lying.
Yeah. Can we show that? I don't have the policy. I would like to. Okay, but you need to turn the camera off, man. I'll turn it off. I asked you to do it. Dude, I asked you to do it. What is your problem? What is your problem? What is your problem?
Well, it really sounds like you're being a little bitch about it. Why don't you just take it like a man?
Valenti Delanoy says a station house cop called him a little bitch when he tried to complain about alleged racial bias by a patrol officer. The I-Team used a hidden camera to test how Nassau County cops treat people who have a complaint about alleged police abuse. But first, Valenti's story. It prompted the undercover investigation you're about to see.
He placed his hand on his gun. He screamed at me. He was like, you know, you don't belong here.
Valenti said a cop confronted him when he was in the mostly white community of East Meadow, Long Island.
He screamed at me, why are you even parked in front of these people's houses?
It was late at night in early September. Valenti picked up some food at an all-night diner and went to hang out with a friend from college.
An all-night diner. They used to exist before COVID.
He was getting out of his parked car when the cop pulled up behind him. After the cop checked Valenti's license and registration, Valenti says the cop made this demand.
He hands it to me and tells me to get the hell out of here.
Valenti then asked the cop for his name and badge number. Valenti says the cop retaliated by writing him tickets.
When he hands me tickets, he said, here, there's my name and badge number.
2 of the 3 tickets were for moving violations, even though Valenti was parked. Get this.
He never saw me driving.
Later that day, Valenti went up to a...
Did you hear that? 2 moving
There's my name and badge number.
2 of the 3 tickets were for moving violations, even though Valenti was parked. Get this.
He never saw me driving.
He never saw him driving. And they've been doing this to us for decades.
Later that day, Valenti went up to a cop on the desk at the 1st precinct to file a complaint.
I told him the situation, what happened.
Valenti says that cop then became abusive.
He says to me, well, it really sounds like you're being a little bitch about it. You're making a bigger deal out of something that is not.
Getting 3 moving violations, your insurance raised, having to pay hundreds of dollars, if not thousands of dollars, is being a little bitch about it.
We wanted to find out if Nassau County cops are discouraging complaints about alleged police abuse. We went undercover to investigate using Maurice Hayes as a tester. Maurice was the man who helped us investigate whether or not it was a crime to drive while black in Nassau County. This is Maurice in our hidden camera video. He ended up handcuffed for over an hour, even though he'd committed no crime, not even a traffic violation. We decided to test what would happen if Maurice wanted to complain about his treatment that night. We sent him to a different part of Nassau County wearing a hidden camera. He went to 4 precincts and asked this simple question.
How do I go about filing a complaint against the officer?
3 precincts flunked our test. They gave the wrong information. Here in the 3rd precinct in Williston Park, a sergeant insists there was only one way to do it.
I have to know what happened. I mean, you just can't come in here and say, I have a complaint, you're just going to fill it out. There's no such thing. You have to tell me what happened. I gotta know what the hell happened.
But that's not the only way, and the sergeant should have known better. If you feel reluctant to talk at a station house, you don't have to. According to the Nassau County Police Department's own policy, you can file a complaint by phone or by mail, or go directly to Internal Affairs.
I want to know your options. How do I file a complaint?
Maurice keeps at it. He asks 12 times at the 3rd precinct.
I can't call over the phone.
Finally, the sergeant tells him he can call internal affairs, but then discourages him from doing that.
Nobody's in internal affairs right now. 6-4 LA. So you give it to me, and if it's worthy of an internal affairs investigation, it's a complicated process.
Then this inappropriate question.
What do you have, warrants or something?
No, I don't have no warrants.
So why are you so nervous about talking to me?
I'm in a police station.
You've been here before, I guess?
No.
Why does that sergeant suggest that Maurice is a criminal? Remember, he's done nothing except ask how to file a complaint about police abuse. Things went from bad to worse at the 5th Precinct in Elmont. Maurice asks the same how-to question.
How do I go about filing a complaint against an officer?
Listen to the cop's answer.
This is not New York City. New York City will take a complaint for anything. We don't take a complaint for anything.
Then more hostility.
We don't have a form just to bitch on because you want to make a complaint.
Look, to file a complaint, you can't even go with it.
This woman right here is trying to file a complaint with the 46th precinct.
I'm here to make a complaint. Is that the concept here?
Yeah. So let me ask you this. If I was to fill something out as far as what, when, where, and how, and bring it in, are you the person that's going to oversee that?
Most likely. Because I'm here. I'm the one. When did it happen today?
Yeah. So, officer, let me ask you this, Sergeant.
Stop calling them sergeant and officer and lieutenant and commander. They're not. They're domestic peace officers. None of them are sergeant, commander, lieutenant. That's all made up garbage.
If I fill out a complaint in that regards and you oversee it, I mean, you already have something against me already.
No, I don't have anything against you.
I mean, but for you to say that if I don't talk to you, you're just going to arrest me or find something to arrest me on, that's something against me.
Well, why don't you want to talk to me? I don't get it.
Honestly, I don't want to get into it like that. I just came in to get some documentation, something of that nature. So if it's a complaint, something of that nature, I can fill out a complaint and have it heard and go on from there. But I mean, if you telling me that, you know, you find something to arrest me on, I mean, that's the problem right there.
If you wish to make a written statement,
I can't hear it.
there is a penalty in the state of Ohio determined to theater.
Trying to find out. Okay, sir, let me see your driver's license. 124, I need you to attend 19 PD, please, lobby. ID is subject here at the lobby, but you're keeping the ID.
Do you have an ID? Yeah, I got ID.
Can I see it?
Do I have to give it?
Or you're gonna have to tell us who you are if you're making a report.
Nah, that's all right then, man.
Well, I need to see your ID stick.
So I've sent it to you as an email, and I would like to read it to you. So let me do that.
Go ahead,
It'll take
sir.
a few moments.
Go
Thank
ahead.
you very much. I appreciate it. On June 29th, 2011 at 3:44 p.m., I noticed a silver van with nobody in it, illegally parked at a hydrant across from the street from my building on the northwest corner of 102nd Street and Riverside Drive. So to be cautious, I photographed the plates. The New York plates are number DMC 9287. Then I noticed that there was a police parking plate in the window, which was issued from the 81st Precinct, which is in Bedford-Stuyvesant, Brooklyn. As I was taking the pictures, a guy in a Yankees cap approached me and asked, "You got a problem?" I said, "The van is parked illegally." He said, "You people always notice a pattern." I did not understand what he meant, and I said, "Excuse me? You people always notice a fucking pattern," he said. I said, "What do you mean?" He said, "There was another guy parked up there, and someone complained about that." I did not understand what he was talking about. I asked, "Do you know what the van is doing here?" And he replied, "Well, talk to the cop over there." I looked in the direction he was pointing and asked, "Who's the cop?" To my surprise, he said, "Your fucking mother." I said, "What?" And he repeated more aggressively, "Your fucking mother." I realized this was the cop from the van, or that this was the occupant of the van, and that he was being hostile and provocative. I asked, "Who are you?" Stepped back to about 10 feet from him and raised my phone to take a picture. The guy lunged at me and grabbed me by the neck, throwing me against the building with great force. "You take a fucking picture of me and I'll fucking crush your face," he said. A woman and some kids were walking by and I yelled, "Call the police." The guy yelled to them mockingly, "Yeah, call the police." He then released my neck and pushed me away. As I stumbled away, he yelled, "You take a fucking picture of me and I'll fucking kill you." I spoke to a witness who lives in the neighborhood who told me I could find her if I needed.
So, all right, listen, y'all, I'm only doing giveaways during my live streams from now on. So if you guys want to get my products for free, you have to order something from my website. I'll also give you these free Fifth Amendment cop cards. I'll also email you this poster. Joseph, I got your email, dude. Got you, man. I'll be shipping you the Fifth Amendment cop cards. If you guys want to get all my products for free, you have to order during my live stream. I'm no longer just giving out free products constantly all day long, because over the holiday break, I probably gave away 1,000 things and I just don't have the time to do it. So if you guys want to get live stuff, you have to meet me on my live stream. You have to meet me here. You guys can tell everybody out there in the world, I'm going to send you this poster. I'm going to send you this trifold. I'm going to send you the Fifth Amendment cop cards, and I'm going to send you my ebook. You have to order during my live stream. It's deletelaws.com with a Z, and I will email you everything I sell for free right now, but you have to order during my live stream. Okay, new rule, everybody. New rule. I cannot spend my entire day clicking on giving. My inbox is, you have no idea, so many hundreds of people. So if you want my stuff for free, you have to order during my live stream. This is the best stalking stuffer you will ever give someone who hates cops as much as I do. Go to deletelaws.com right this second and order anything at all, and I'll send you these Fifth Amendment cop cards for free. You have to order anything. It's $9 is my cheapest thing, I think. All right, so if you guys can, please hurry while I'm live. Hurry while I'm live. Thank you so much, Brendan. Yeah, I was no-knock raided by the cops in 2002. Ever since then, I've been studying constitutional law. I put everything I know on this poster, the lynching graph, the prison graph, the civil rights activists, all the case law that has ruined our country today. But you guys have to order during my live stream, because if you send me an email in 4 hours and I'm not on live, I'm not going to fill it. I just can't. You guys have to understand. I'm just one person. I'm just, what's that? I don't know. I don't know what kind of what I can't keep up with the chat. Sometimes people say things that I'm not reading the chat. I'm watching the videos that I'm sharing with you guys. So if you guys want to get my free stuff, you have to get it during my live stream, and you have to purchase one thing. If you know of other creators who sit on live stream and give away everything they sell for free, then hit them up for their stuff. I can't be any more honest about it. So if you guys want to get the free Fifth Amendment cop cards, I'm not giving these away when I'm not live. You guys have to be here on the live stream. If you order anything from my website, I'll give these to you for free during the live, but only during the live.
Anything else, sir?
Around the net and
So I want to get past this dark part. This is on here. And this is a bunch of crap, but people won't be as quite.
It's not harassment. It's menacing in the third and second degree, and it's
police station this month to file a police report. Unsatisfied with how the receptionist and deputy were handling it, Hicks recorded part of the incident.
He was very disrespectful to me, very rude to me.
Hicks says this was his third time here and also called once, and says this time the deputy refused to write his report down and then took it a step further.
This is not explaining the incident, sir.
Okay, Duncan, you know what, man? I'm about getting tired of you, and you're about to go to jail, just so you know.
What?
What I'm going to jail for?
I'll create something, you understand? You'll go
what?
To jail, you understand that?
I was shocked. I didn't do nothing wrong. I'm a law-abiding citizen.
You can't say that. How are you going to create something? That's against the law.
Illegal? Recording me like that? That's illegal. Without my knowledge, you want to go to jail for that too?
According to the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department, recording in the station is allowed.
We then traveled to neighboring Huntington Park, and it seemed that word traveled with us.
I want to know, if I want to file a complaint against one of your officers, what do I do? Is there a form or something?
Weren't you just at Bell Police Department?
Sergeant Michael Craven was apparently alerted by Bell Police, but instead of realizing it was a test, he proceeded to violate his own department's complaint policy.
But I'm just ticked off about it. I don't feel like getting into that. That's the reason.
I mean, there's no, I can't give you a complaint.
But it's just a
You're not
form.
gonna get into it. I know what it is, but I need to know what it's about. So if you're not happy with me, then you can come back tomorrow morning and talk to my chief of police.
Jones didn't want to provide information and didn't have to, according to police policy. But Sergeant Craven didn't know or didn't care.
You have to let me know where it occurred. If you don't know where it occurred, how can we even investigate this then? Because if you don't know where it happened at, you don't know what day it happened at, then there's nothing I can do for you. Like I said, if you're not happy with me, you take my name, it's right
Should
there.
have kept
Sergeant
my butt in
Craven.
New York.
You can come back tomorrow morning and complain to my chief of police.
We did just that.
So if you're not happy with me, then you can come back tomorrow morning and talk to my chief of police.
Assistant Chief Michael Visser viewed the tape. Huntington Park wasn't alone in policy violations. The Culver City Police Department watch commander also refused to give out a form without any information.
We need to know who you are, where you live, phone number, that kind of stuff. Every time I give out a form, I have to register that with the chief's office as to who I gave it to and the nature of the complaint.
That violates the Culver City Police policy. A police lieutenant told me anyone can come in and get a complaint form, and complaints can be filed anonymously, even if the forms are registered with the chief's office.
It would certainly appear to be a stonewalling effect.
If you don't know where it occurred, how can we even investigate this?
Larry Paul is
Wow.
a 40-year law enforcement veteran. He reviewed the undercover videotapes and says the Culver City watch commander and others who refuse to give out forms may not be ignorant of policy, but trying to protect their own.
It would appear to me that he was certainly attempting to discourage any complaints being registered through his department.
The Huntington Park assistant chief refused to tell me if Sergeant Craven faced any disciplinary action because he violated department policy. Culver City Police were invited to respond to our report, but they refused. It's 2 a.m. on a Tuesday night. Our tester, Doug Jones, is walking into one of the most notorious police stations in the LAPD, the Rampart Division. His purpose, to ask about filing a complaint.
All right, man. Hey, look, if I want to file a complaint against one of your officers, what do I do?
Your Honor, I would like to thank you for the opportunity to address this court.
Rampart Division is, of course, where Rafael Perez admitted shooting innocent victims like Javier Ovando. And this is where we began our test of the LAPD complaint process. In Victorville, our tester was refused a form, violating department policy.
As soon as you can explain to me what's going on, I'd be more than happy to help you out.
In San Bernardino, Sheriff's Corporal Ray Austin's conduct was found to be intimidating by his own captain.
If your allegation is unfounded, the officer has the right to sue you.
At
No,
Lakewood,
that is not true.
Something that you can actually mail in.
and at Palmdale,
You just seal it and you send it to here.
Jones was able to take a complaint form home so he could fill it out anonymously. But at two other stations we tested, he was told there was no such form. We also tested the Long Beach Police Department. We were told that forms were only filled out by supervisors, and Jones had to put his name on any complaint.
Oh, I can't like just send one in like anonymously or just, you know.
Has to be in person. You can't file a complaint anonymously.
But the Long Beach Police Department policy clearly states you can file anonymous complaints. In all, we tested 31 police locations. 19 followed policy. They provided complaint forms or complied with proper procedures. 12 did not follow policy. They either had no forms or no supervisors on duty who could give us one, or they violated one or more procedures.
I want to file a complaint against one of your deputies. What do I do?
Jones, who works for the Police Complaint Center, a national police watchdog group, says the percentages are about average. They've done the tests in many major cities and say the findings usually work to improve police policies.
We do tests, and that's what we're conducting is tests, not to catch them with their pants down. I mean, there are agencies that are done very well.
Do you guys have like a complaint form? Is there you just come in here however you want, one kind of paper or pen? I mean, I'll just say anything, but you guys don't have a form? Well, it doesn't have to be on a form. Well, I mean, do you guys have a form? Some people write us letters. But do you guys have a form? I feel like we're beating around the bush right now.
Oh, shit.
Let's stop beating around the bush. Do you guys, do we
The
have a
sticky
form?
note here, thrown in the
It's
trash.
not a form. I'm sure you guys have a pen and paper.
The sticky note will get thrown in the trash.
Hey, you must have a weapon on you.
Hey, you three need to step outside.
Why?
What?
Because I told you to.
On September 5th, 2014, I attended the Police Accountability March that marked the one-year anniversary of the shooting death of veteran Dennis Reynoso. While filming the march, I noticed an undercover Lynn police vehicle shadowing the peaceful crowd. I approached the vehicle and requested the officer's name and badge number. The Lynn police vehicle struck me hard enough that its mirror folded back, and the driver immediately stopped and got on his radio after he hit me. The officer did not check to see if I was injured and did not offer any sort of aid, nor did he ever identify himself. On September 8th, I entered the Lynn Police Department to report the incident. Lieutenant Shorten took an initial report.
So I'm here because on Friday I had a police officer from the Lynn Police drive a vehicle into me.
Because I don't have any record of it.
There's no record whatsoever. I watched him call him, so that's interesting.
I don't see anything.
I then found the vehicle in the station's back lot. So it looks like, oh look,
They repaired
it. All right, so they didn't. Okay, so look, they did not. All right, so you can see it is detached from when it hit me, and they had to repair that screw that definitely was not there. As I documented the vehicle, a Lynn police cruiser pulled up. Howdy. This is the car that hit me.
That car hit you?
Yeah.
Hey guys, this is private property. You gotta get out of the way.
This is public property. Your police station. Can I have your name and badge number, please?
I will not go in the station and ask them.
For your name and badge.
No,
Can I see your ID card, please?
I don't have an ID card on.
Really? That's illegal. Under Massachusetts general law, it absolutely is. I'm making a lawful request under Massachusetts law for your ID card.
You gotta get off of private property.
I left the lot and approached the main desk. Howdy. Sorry to bother again. Oh, hey.
Got you, Harry.
Quality of IDs. Pardon me? I need quality of IDs. What's the law for request? Because you're on private property. I'm leaving, right?
Why? I'm sorry.
You're leaving?
No, I haven't made my report yet.
You made your report.
Well, actually, first of all, I'd like to make a complaint about this gentleman here. Second of all,
what's the complaint?
your refusal to identify yourself is against the law.
Okay.
Literally.
I'm sure if you have an appointment with the chief, you're talking to him.
They don't follow the law, though.
I'm sure I will. But in the meantime, I'd like to make a complaint. Are you saying that I can't do that?
Not with us.
Not with you. Who do I make a complaint with?
The chief's the best guy.
The chief's the best guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
So make an appointment.
Okay. I'll do it.
No, you don't.
Hi.
I don't know. I don't know if they're waiting for Dave or not, so. Trying to make, they were talking to Dave and now they're waiting here, so I don't know what's up with that. What is it that you're looking for?
Well, I found the car that hit me on Friday. I was reporting it earlier. It's out back.
Okay, and what are you doing going in private property videotaping police cars?
What? Okay.
You're subject to arrest for going back into private property.
Am I being arrested?
Police cars. Huh?
Am I being arrested?
I said you are subject to arrest for going out there now. What is it that you need?
Well, I'm still trying to report that a police car drove into me, and I found it. It's literally out back.
The officer in charge has your complaint.
So are you trying to stop them from? He literally does not have all the information he needs.
He has the information that he needs and documented to send it off for additional investigation if needed.
Oh, okay.
He has documented
Can I
the
have
complaint.
the
It's being forwarded to the people that need the complaint, which means that you have no other business that you need to be doing here right now.
I would also like to make a complaint about this officer. May I please talk to the lieutenant?
No.
No? You're going to block the complaint about this officer, and you're not going to let me
What's the
explain
complaint you want to make about that officer?
refusal to ID under Massachusetts law.
He gave you his badge number.
He
I gave you my badge.
He flat out refused. He did not show a ID card. It was only when he came back out here to harass me further after telling me to come in here.
I'm not asking, I'm just talking to you.
Okay, I've asked you several times, now I'm telling you, leave the police station.
I have a criminal complaint against Robert Jeremy, against violating the law, and violating my rights, and I would like to file a criminal complaint having it be investigated. I'm a victim of a crime, so I would like the LPD to investigate who.
No, sir, we're not doing any investigation. If you want to make a complaint against me, you go to the state attorney.
I didn't say I want to make it. I will make a complaint against you to the state attorney.
I'm going to ask you to leave.
Well, I'm not going to leave.
I'm going to ask you to leave. If you don't,
I'm asking to file a criminal.
we're not filing anything. Okay?
I look forward.
You're under arrest.
Did you provide Mr. Jernigan with any? Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Wow. That is just crazy. And that's how it ends. That's how it ends. So the title of this video right here, we're gonna watch this right here. This says from Don Jackson to Diop Kamau, and apparently he's gone and he's changed back to Don Johnson, is what I heard. But this is his channel called Police Abuse. I've already liked it and gave it a thumbs up. This was an important stage in my career, documented by one of the best journalists, John Hockenberry. But the thing is that John Hockenberry, the original cop watcher, you read some of the comments down here, and these are 4 and 5 years old. This guy's been auditing police from the very beginning, says Car Chasers. Thank God for you, sir. Maybe we can get some of these backups off the street. I don't know if we can, but what a great job you're doing. I'm very proud of you. Thank you, sir. Making history. Do you ever do any undercover work? It's cute how the reporter comments the cops wish it the criminal use of force wasn't filmed. Not that it didn't happen. Must be an end to police misconduct. Great job. So there's only 14 comments here, and he's only got 6,000 subscribers. So I'll drop the link to the video in the chat. But now let's get into this a little bit and see a little bit from Don Johnson to Diop.
Stone Phillips. Good evening. We're going to show you some remarkable videotapes tonight. They were shot by a former police officer who uses a camera as a secret.
It's crazy how just 10 years of film, and look at the pixelation. 4K is now everywhere. 4K has only been everywhere for the past couple years. Look at the pixelation and how bad the picture and the sound is.
Sometimes not so secret weapon in a one-man war against abusive cops. You may already be familiar with one of his tapes. It's quite famous, and he is quite controversial because some people say he pushes police a little too hard. Tonight, you get to decide.
And of course, the lying mainstream state-run media was completely against us back in the late 2000s.
Who's pushing whom?
They still are.
John Hockenberry.
And you said you were going to what? Throw my ass in jail? Was that what you said to me? If he does that, then what?
Diop Kamau is a man on a personal crusade.
Now, what's your name, officer?
Some might say too personal.
And why'd you put me over?
Harry and Joseph and Dawn and Barb and I can't say it. Slatty, check your email. I sent you guys all a bunch of free stuff. Check your email. Michael, I'm going to send you that Fifth Amendment cop card in the mail.
Is to bring the police and individual police officers back in concert with the law. Because I honestly believe that they're writing their own law. They're writing their own rules.
Okay, I got you.
He puts his body and his camera lens out there.
Okay, he's in, and I don't hear anything just yet.
Bad cops, beware. Kamau wants you to know he's watching you.
Awesome.
What do you say to the person that says, leave the cops alone?
If I could leave it for the police to take care of the problem of police brutality, I wouldn't be on the streets. But the police have done a dismal job in correcting misconduct.
Kamau's controversial methods have brought out into the open some moments that police probably would rather no one saw.
They got us.
Like what happened in 1989 on this street in Long Beach, California. Kamau's work on this night became a national story. The car is stopped, officers later said, for allegedly weaving.
We never changed lanes. We never touched the margin lines. We're driving straight as an arrow.
Kamau was in the passenger seat. And when he got out of the car to talk to the cop, hidden cameras were rolling.
Nah, man, hold still.
This is the view from street level.
Hey, over here. For what? Because I'm telling you to, that's why.
A simple traffic stop suddenly escalates into screaming and violence.
Robert, check your email. I just emailed you everything I sell for free. Thanks for purchasing something, man. I appreciate you.
Put your hands on your head now. Why? Do it now because I'm telling you to.
We started escalating the events to a much higher level than they needed to be.
Hands on your head, turn around.
I don't have a weapon.
Now what's happening here?
I now comply, and now he slams me into the window.
And after they put the handcuffs on,
when he took me over to the hood of the car and bashed my head into the hood of the car.
Just minutes after being stopped, Kamau is taken into custody. Charged with resisting arrest
Torturing
and
him.
assaulting a police officer.
Turn around and put your hands on your head now.
Official report of the incident, police described Kamau as being in a fighting stance and cursing.
Wow.
It was Kamau, they said, who broke the window. His forward lunge as the officer was trying to restrain him. The slam into the car, just part of a pat-down search, the report says. These pictures seem to tell a different story of the incident, but they also show why Kamau brings controversy onto himself wherever he goes.
You want to write a ticket, write a ticket. Don't mess with me, man.
Here, for instance, a lot of reasonable people might say Diop Kamau himself escalated the situation.
You can pat me down, but don't mess. Turn around.
By getting out of the car.
So you're not allowed to stand up for your rights in any way, shape, or form, or the lying mainstream media. The lying mainstream media will say that you're the problem. Hey, you can write me a ticket, but don't mess with me as a person. And that makes you the instigator. Incredible.
They also show why Kamau brings controversy onto himself wherever he goes.
You want to write a ticket, write a ticket. Don't mess with me, man.
Here, for instance, a lot of reasonable people might say Diop Kamau himself escalated the situation.
You can pat me down, but don't mess with me, man.
By getting out of the car in the first place, and for being belligerent.
What are you going to do? Put your hands on
If you want to prevent an incident like that from being escalated, I mean, isn't it better to just do what the officer says when you get out of the car?
Yeah, but I'm testing a real situation with real circumstances that an officer is likely to encounter.
The Long Beach Police Department refused to speak to Dateline. The charges against Kamau were eventually dropped, and he got a large civil settlement. Because of the incident, the California State Assembly stiffened penalties for police who file a false report, and the officers were forced to retire.
Say I'm an angry man. Well, you know, I think sometimes it's right to be angry, but I'm doing something with my anger. I'm trying to channel it in a way that will change minds and change the system.
Diop Kamau, you see, used to be part of the system, a policeman himself, who back then went by the name of Don Jackson.
Don
and he
Jackson.
learned everything he knows about law enforcement from a 29-year veteran of the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department, his father, Woodrow Jackson.
I mean, I can
Right, Woodrow, who's going to get beaten to the point where his kidneys don't work.
remember even when I was 5, 6 years old, being in the back of a sheriff's car riding around with my father.
Kamau's father was a street cop during the tense early years of the civil rights movement.
He joined the sheriff's department in the 50s. There was no affirmative action. There was no protection. So if you took abuse on a racial level or whatever, you just had to take it.
But his dad remained a believer in the system, in American justice, and he passed that value on to his son. Kamau rose to the rank of sergeant. He worked undercover and was on a fast track for further promotions. Then an event his father told him about forced him to reevaluate his whole life.
1987, my father was stopped by police officers. He's driving with my younger sister and 4 kids in the car, and they get pulled over at gunpoint. 67 years old. He tells them he's a police officer. They lifted him up in the air and body slammed him and basically stomped him until his police ID fell out of his back pocket. And when they finished, they never even apologized. They told him he should understand. He's a cop, you know, brush it off and go on your way.
But for Kamau, there was no brushing off this incident. He stopped being a believer and became instead a vocal, some would say strident critic of the police. He quit the force and with his camera vowed to reveal the abuse that he says has always been hidden. And
it's always been hidden. Hey, so you say, resend me that email. I get, sorry about that. I was trying to fulfill everybody's requests for free stuff. And I would often just take a word, you know, if you contact me through my website inquiry form, then I would send you everything for free. I didn't see if you wrote me a letter. You can rewrite that and send it to me again or copy and paste what you already sent. Sorry if I didn't get back to you properly.
First, Kamau's father, critical of his son's open defiance. He had always burned quietly inside from the effects of racism.
He told me that I was thin-skinned, that I probably couldn't take it the way he took it.
Is he right?
Yes, he's right. He's right. And I told him, yeah, you're right, but I have a right not to want to put up with racism. I have a right to do something about it.
With his computer, he's turned the internet into a national clearinghouse for ordinary citizens' complaints against police. With his cameras, he's compiled a digital video archive where skeptics can see his reality for themselves.
This is my name.
Kamau says he is not afraid to commend the good cops, like this courteous lieutenant he ran into in New York City.
Okay.
This is what you fill out here.
So you're not disappointed if you find good cops?
No. In fact, I post good cops on my webpage.
Hold on a second. Put a 1 in the chat if there's no such thing as a good cop. Put a 1 in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat if there's no such thing as a good cop.
If I could find more doing their job the way it's supposed to be done, I'd put more on the page. One of the biggest problems with human rights issues is data.
He earned his master's degree and occasionally lectures at Florida State University. Kamau says his work is a tribute to the one good cop who taught him so much.
Do you ever wish you could take all of your success and hand it to him in some fantasy moment?
Well, I try to. And in fact, I dedicated my website and the work I'm doing to his memory.
Diop Kamau's father died in 1993. His cherished memory is undoubtedly the source of Kamau's passion. But could it also be something of a blind spot? Could this very
What?
personal stake in fighting police abuse compromise his objectivity?
Get out of here.
The camera?
You don't have any weapons on you, do you?
I have no weapons.
I wonder why you're approaching me, sir.
I'm not approaching you. I'm backing up. I'm not touching you. I'm going to stand on a lighted street. I'm going to come over. I'm standing right here.
Last year, to test citizens' complaints that cops routinely targeted blacks for illegal stops, Kamau is on the beat in Beverly Hills, California.
Am I under arrest?
No, sir.
Am I being detained?
Well, I'm going to stop. I'm going to write you a couple violations I see on your truck, okay?
After initially saying he would issue some traffic tickets, this officer lets Kamau go. In a separate incident, just like in Long Beach, the Beverly Hills police pulled Kamau's partner and chief investigator Paul Parker over because they say he is weaving in traffic.
Basically, they're lying.
Officers order Paul out of the car and begin searching him. Kamau moves in with his camera.
Are you with them? That's really none of your business, and I don't have to answer that question.
So he didn't say, I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent, which is what he should have said. I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. Put that in the chat. I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. That's what stops questioning. Not, it's none of your business, I'm not answering questions. That's not it. You have to actually say the words. I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent.
You turn that light out?
I'll tell you what. Oh, wait a minute. I'll turn the light out. You don't you dare be telling this man what to do. You'll be interfering with us, and I will take you to jail. All right?
That's not true.
Do what you have to do.
Now, he grabbed my camera, which is my property. That's one thing.
I'm stepping back out of your way, and I'm not answering any questions. Turn that light out.
You have to say, I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. The words have to be said.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. I'll turn the light out, and what I'll do is I'll step into some... Oh, you're hitting me now? No. You just put your arm on me.
The second point is he stepped to the one side and he pushed me. Once an officer feels entitled to push, he could get his baton out, he could use a taser on me, he could spray me with mace.
This looks, to me, like here are these cops who've pulled over somebody, and there's this loudmouth.
For no reason. He showed on camera the car had not weaved. He showed on camera the car had not weaved.
Sir, let's Kamau go. In a separate incident,
just
like in Long Beach, the Beverly Hills police pulled Kamau's partner and chief investigator Paul Parker over because they say he is weaving in traffic.
Basically, they're lying.
Okay, so he established to the reporter that they're lying.
They say he is weaving in traffic.
Basically, they're lying.
So he shows the reporter that they're lying. He shows it, that they're lying.
He pushed me. Once an officer feels entitled to push, he could get his baton out, he could use a taser on me, he could spray me with mace.
This looks to me.
This looks to me. Look, I mean, look, it's not always about race, but when you got some chubby-cheeked white boy who looks like he's privileged sitting there saying, it looks to me like he just showed him that there was no reason to pull the car over.
He could use a taser on me, he could spray me with mace.
This looks to me like here are these cops who've pulled over somebody
illegally. He showed on camera they pulled him over illegally.
And there's this loudmouth jerk with a camera.
Loudmouth jerk. The cops who pulled the guy illegally are the jerks. The cops who pulled that guy over illegally and unconstitutionally are the jerks. And here it is, the lying state-run media. Here it is. You're seeing it. He's saying it. Looks like you're a loudmouth jerk over here running camera.
This looks to me like here are these cops who've pulled over somebody, and there's this loudmouth jerk with a camera who's trying his best to piss him off. Am I wrong?
I think you're a little wrong.
I'm going to get away from you and step into some light, and don't put your hands on me.
Don't tell me what to do. I'm asking.
It's all on camera. Keep talking.
I question, I take issue, and I do challenge when I feel that my rights are being abridged. When I'm standing on the sidewalk with the camera.
So don't move your feet. When you're filming, he's backing up.
Piss him off.
He's one of the original OG cop watchers, so this guy set the stage for us. The new game, the new thing is that you do not move your feet when you're running camera. Your feet don't move. You're on a public sidewalk. You don't have to move. Let them run you over. Fall on the ground, but don't move your feet.
Am I wrong?
I think you're a little wrong.
I'm gonna get away from you and step into some light.
Don't get away from him. Stand right where you are.
And don't put your hands on me.
Don't tell me what to do.
Don't tell me what to do. He's telling you not to touch him for his safety.
It's all on camera. Keep talking.
I question, I take issue, and I do challenge when I feel that my rights are being abridged. When I'm standing on the sidewalk with the camera, I'm not going to be intimidated, and I'm not going to leave.
But he backed up, and you don't back up.
Beverly Hills PD says it investigated this encounter. They say the stop was legitimate, that the officers did nothing wrong. Remember, the police initially stopped Kamau's partner for allegedly weaving, but in the end, they issued him a ticket for no front license plate.
You turn that light on.
I'll tell you what.
They say, well, he shouldn't be out there agitating our officers. He's provoking us. He's doing this. He's setting us up.
He filmed them pulling someone over illegally.
An officer who really is in control of himself will not be provoked or allow himself to be set up because he'll just be doing his job.
If I fill out a complaint...
But last year, the question of who's setting up whom came to a head in the very same station where Diop Kamau's father used to work.
But for you to say that if I don't talk to you, you're just going to arrest me or find something to arrest me on, that's something against me.
At the Marina Del Rey station of the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department,
I feel uncomfortable at the particular time talking to another officer.
Look what happens when Paul Parker, who's wearing a hidden camera, wants to know how to file a complaint.
If you don't tell me what's up, I'm not giving you up. Tell me what the problem is. I'm the one that takes the complaint. You want to tell me what happened? I'll be more than happy to listen to you. If not, call the 800 number you see right there in front of the table. If not, see you. Those are your three options.
But those aren't really the options. The sergeant should know that LA County requires its deputies to give out a complaint form that can be mailed in.
If you're telling me that, you know, you find something to arrest me on, I mean, that's the problem.
First, this deputy is refusing to give up the form.
You can get your form.
Then it gets ugly.
He went out the back of the police station, came around the front entranceway.
Went back in.
Parker describes what the officer is doing to him.
And came right up behind me, threw me up against the counter.
Parker says at this point, the dep forces him to spread his legs and to put his hands on the counter.
What's the last thing you were arrested for?
He's frisking me, he's taking stuff out of me, taking my jacket off, everything I have on.
What is your name? I asked you a question. What is your name?
My name is Paul Wesley Parker III.
Now, how hard is that, Mr. Parker, Wesley, whatever it is?
Then the officer delivers this chilling threat.
You not get off that counter for any reason in this earth. You understand me? I got you. Okay. They come off that counter for any other reason than I tell you to take them off that counter. You're going to pay a visit downtown at the hospital ward. You understand me? I got you.
At this point, Diop Kamau, who has been stationed outside monitoring everything, comes to Paul's aid. Kamau also brings his video camera. The deputy now knows he's being filmed.
So also you said that if I did not keep my hands up here on the table, and since I wasn't being detained, that I was gonna pay a visit down to the hospital.
No, I did not.
Officer, that's exactly what you said.
But of course, we heard the tape, and that is exactly
That's what he said. But you know, this is the credibility gap where African Americans fall into the breach. When you come into a police agency and tell them that this officer did this to you, no one will believe you.
If you're telling me that, you know, you find something to arrest me on.
There's no other way to document this than to go in with hidden cameras.
A department spokeswoman told Dateline that because of this tape, the deputy was retrained, reassigned, and disciplined. Citing privacy laws, she would not say what that discipline was. Through the department, the deputy refused to speak to us.
I'm going to write you a couple violations I see on your truck. Okay?
These incidents are all now part of Diop Kamau's internet archive, living proof, he says, that he's making a difference. And the dad he looked up to, who once called him thin-skinned, eventually signed on to his son's video crusade before he died.
But are you getting information by doing this, or are you trying to deliver a body slam to the officers to beat up your daddy?
Well, if I spent my whole career, I could never pay back anybody for doing that because it was so humiliating and so painful. But what I can do is put them on track, a track they haven't been on for a while, which is in compliance with the law.
Oh, there's still more sand on here.
But beyond settling a score, what drives Diop Kamau is his passion to change the world. to make it safe for his family. And there's something else.
Is there a bit of cowboy in what you do?
I don't like being pushed around. I don't like my family being pushed around. So I'm not going to go away for a long time. And the cops who think that this is a passing fancy, I mean, they'll just keep getting popped.
One of the problems in fighting police abuse has been the lack of reliable national statistics. In 1994, Congress tried to fix the problem by requiring the Justice Department to collect and publish statistics on the use of excessive force by police. But after nearly 4 years, Congressman John Conyers, the ranking Democrat on the House Judiciary Committee, complained in a letter to Janet Reno that little has been done. The Justice Department told Dateline it's looking into the congressman's complaint.
So that's Diop. Let me pull back up to center here. So we have a little bit of background on Diop now. Super interesting character. And the original OG, I would love to reach out to him. I went to his Instagram page and I sent him a DM and hope, there's been nothing posted for a couple years. So if anybody knows how to get a hold of Don Johnson, also known as Diop, I would love to be able to reach him and have a conversation with him about his travels and what he's been through and whatnot.
I will tell you that.
And I want to show you guys this video right now, but let me make this announcement. I'm only giving away free stuff now during my live stream because I have too many hundreds of requests. And so if you guys want to get free stuff during my live stream, you have to be here during the live stream so you guys can tell everybody, start to spread the message, because my inbox is just slammed with people saying, give me free stuff. And I wish I could. But from now on, I'm only going to be doing giveaways, free stuff during my live stream. If you go to my website right now, deletelaws.com, and you order anything from my website, absolutely anything, I'm going to send you in the mail this Fifth Amendment cop card for free. Fifth Amendment driver and non-driver cop card for free. And I think I want to show you the number 4 on the non-driver card where it says cop demands ID, says he has reasonable articulable suspicion. And what you say is in the yellow, while filming, I plead the Fifth Amendment, I identify as good citizen, no ID required without probable cause. And then in the navy blue down there is the actual law that says Hibble versus Nevada from 2004, with reasonable articulable suspicion, citizen must state how they ID, not give ID without probable cause. That's your Fourth Amendment standard. A lot of people will have this card in their pocket just for this moment. When the cop says, hey, let me see some ID, I'm reasonably articulately suspicious. Well, here's step 1, cop demands ID. Step 2 is what you say is in the yellow. I invoke my Fifth Amendment right as good citizen. And then there's the law in the navy blue. So, William, you should have received your trifold by now. If not, we got our last shipment out the day before Thanksgiving on Wednesday. So if you're waiting for your trifold, William, just shoot me an email and I'll check your order number and I'll check if you didn't get it yet. And if it's been too long, I'll overnight it to you. So finally the ordering snafu at my factory is slowly but surely improving. Yeah, if you want to get it, you have to go to my website, deletelaws.com, and then you have to go to the inquiry form and say, hey, I need the digital trifold for free. I don't mail that to you. You print it out at home. Okay, so there's just a lot of, it's just a lot of work. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of work. You want to be a leader? You better work hard. You better not be afraid of hard work. So now here's a perfect example of where the Fifth Amendment cop card could have kept this lady out of jail. She's not driving, and so she would have had so this woman is going to get arrested. She's going to get arrested and she's going to go to jail. You see her in her bikini. She's just a human being, Yeah, Dan, I think I sent you the Fifth Amendment cop card. So I think you have that in the mail already. Trifolds, the factory just messed up, to be honest. So slowly but surely the snafu is being fixed. But this woman who gets arrested in this one right here, she would want this Fifth Amendment cop card for her where it says, step 1, when this woman's getting arrested, step 1, cops cited, you start filming. And then you state, I invoke my Fifth Amendment right. You notice the camera's not in her hand. Step 2, cop approaches and says any words to you at all. While filming, you say, I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. And then in the blue is the law. The Fifth Amendment's unequivocal. Cop loses qualified immunity for questioning you. Number 3, cop asks you to exit the vehicle if you're the non-driver, if you're the passenger, and so you would exit the vehicle. But then number 4, when the cop walks up to this woman and says, hey, I have reasonable articulable suspicion because someone called on you, she says, I plead the Fifth Amendment. I identify as a good citizen. Unless there was a video of this woman doing what she's accused of doing, then she could not be arrested. But she's going to confess, and she's going to go to jail for her confession. If she had only had the Fifth Amendment non-driver cop card in her wallet, she could have told them to F off, and she didn't. She didn't. It's just incredible to me that she admits. It's just nutty to me.
Because the only way that somebody would have called you, I will tell you this,
The police have called someone has called the police on her for apparently doing something adult on the beach.
I will tell you this, the only way that somebody would have called you is if it was a military operation. They're fucking doing this. Never mind. Okay, nobody was around. It was an anonymous call. Is this one of my buddies? Okay,
No,
one of my buddies.
No, it's not one of your buddies. It's a family.
Okay, look, let me.
Can we speak to you for a second? We'll get you.
So she's at a bar having a drink.
How you doing, man? Officer Dollar, how you Can we speak to you for a second? We'll get you over there. Okay. Go ahead and bring it.
Wow. So she's at a bar having a drink after she was on the beach. Someone has called the police on her, and now they're going to walk her out of the bar. So they walk her outside of the beach bar. Looks like Florida to me, but I'm not sure.
All right. What's your name, ma'am?
Okay. Right here, you immediately pull out your Fifth Amendment cop card, non-driver, immediately. The moment the cop says to you, "What's your name, ma'am?" The moment they say that, boom, Fifth Amendment cop card comes out. You start filming and you say, "I invoke my First Amendment right, 1A, film cops, 2017, Turner versus Driver. That upholds my right to film the cops." And then the cop says any words to you at all. Number 2, while filming, you say, "I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent." Fifth Amendment's unequivocal, and cop loses qualified immunity for questioning you. Those are your first 2 steps. You're not going to have the poster on you. You may not have the trifold on you, but you could have the Fifth Amendment cop card in your wallet. You just follow number 1, number 2, number 3. You follow the numbers. It's paint by numbers. You use your camera. But she's not even filming. Cops walk up to you, camera comes out. Like, there should be no delay. I just can't believe it. I just can't believe it. It's so crazy for me to watch this, and she doesn't pull her camera out.
All right. What's your name, ma'am?
Chris?
Chris?
Do you have your ID on you? Yeah, can I ask what the problem is?
All right, so someone called us. We got multiple calls about you.
Don't give them ID. Don't say anything. He's lying. They didn't get multiple calls. They got one Karen or one Kevin who's a pervert that was watching her from hundreds of yards away. There's no video. There's no proof. There's no evidence. A complaint is not probable cause for arrest.
About something pertaining on the beach. Were you doing something you weren't supposed to be doing?
You say, "I plead the Fifth Amendment." You immediately put the card in their face and put the camera in their face. And number 2, cop says any words to you at all. While filming, you say, "I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent." It's on your Fifth Amendment cop card that's just like a credit card that goes in your wallet. When you see cops, you start filming. They say something. They say, "Give me some ID, whatever. 1 second, let me grab my card." They're not going to question you. They're going to say, "Let me see some ID." You say, 1 second, let me get my card out of my wallet. They're going to say, "Okay." You go, "Cool." You pull your card out. You take a look at it. You show the camera. Then you show the cop, "I invoke my First Amendment right to be press." And then the cop says, "Hey, were you doing something wrong on the beach?" "I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent." Fifth Amendment's unequivocal, cop loses qualified immunity for questioning you further. This is how you do it. This. Let me show you how not to do it. Let me show you the polar opposite way not to do it.
Multiple calls about you.
He's lying. He got 1 call.
About something pertaining on the beach. Were you doing something you weren't supposed to be doing?
He's got nothing. He's got literally nothing. There's nothing they can do if she invokes her Fifth Amendment right to shut up. They got nothing on her. They got nothing.
What?
Like, what were you doing on the beach? Like, prior to coming here? Prior to coming here.
I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to shut up.
Were you
Don't say anything.
at the beach at some point in time?
It's none of his business.
Okay, I don't understand. There was nobody. I was just sitting on my tail. Nobody was around me.
Okay, and you were over at the beach?
Like I was near the water.
Near the water?
Okay, why are you telling him anything? You know, I spent all the time designing this card. I spent all the time putting this card together for you so that you would follow step 1, step 2, step 3. Step 1, invoke your First Amendment. Step 2, invoke your Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. It's on the card. You don't got to think. It's numbered 1 and 2. It's fucking numbered for you. It's numbered. It's numbered. It's got number 1 and number 2. Step 1 and step 2. Step 1 and step 2, don't say, admit to everything. Tell them where you were. Tell them you were on the beach. It could have been somebody different in a one-piece bikini. You say, I invoke my... I'm going to have a meltdown over here, man. What the flock is wrong with this girl? Shut your mouth. He wants to arrest you.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
There was nobody. I was just sitting on my tail. Nobody was around me.
Okay.
So why tell him anything?
And you were over at the beach?
Like I was near the water.
Near the water?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, like I said, someone called and they saw you doing something you weren't supposed to be doing.
No, that's not true. Okay, look, is this something that my phone should be off for or on for?
You could.
What? What'd she just say?
Okay, look, is this something that my phone should be off for or
Okay.
on for?
You could.
Hold on a second. When does your phone come on, everybody? When does your phone come on? When does your phone come on? The moment you see the pig. The moment you see that filthy pig, you start filming. Your phone comes on before the card comes out of your wallet. I give this away for free if you order anything from my website. Why don't you have it? That means it'll cost you $9 to get it if you buy the digital trifold you print at home. Then I mail this to you. I can't give away it for free and not try to split money with you. I mean, come on. You should have it in your wallet. What the flock? What are we doing? Should my phone be on? Your phone should be on.
And they saw you doing something you weren't supposed to be doing.
No, that's not true. Okay, look, is this something that my phone should be off for?
Is this something your phone should be off for? The cops are there. What do you guys think? Should her phone be on?
Or on for?
You can, whatever you want to do. It's your right. If you want to record this conversation, you can. But we are also recording, so you know.
Okay, can you show? I mean, who did I offend? I don't understand. What did I do? What did I do?
So apparently you're masturbating on the beach.
Okay, so now they would need her to confirm that. They would need her to confirm
it. Who saw that?
I mean, a couple people.
No, they didn't. That's not true.
Why would they call us that?
Okay, because I was by myself. Now, I will tell you this. The only way that somebody would have called you is if it was a military operation. They're fucking doing this. Never mind. Okay, so nobody was around. Was it an anonymous call? Is this one of my buddies? Okay,
no,
one of my buddies.
No, it's not. It's a family.
Okay, look, let me show you.
Okay, don't show them anything. Just shut up. Just shut up.
Okay.
Is there anything in the bag?
No.
Is it if I look through it? I mean, if you
The answer's no.
can open it and
No, you can't look through my bag.
I see the contents inside the bag.
Yes. I don't really understand what y'all are.
We're just here because someone called and we're very concerned. Okay.
Very concerned about what?
This is really highly offensive to me.
You shouldn't be talking to the cops.
I got it. I got you. And that's why I'm trying to figure it out.
It's my vibrator, but I just put it in my. I was sitting on the beach, and I just. Okay. Do I get a ticket?
No. Oh no, honey. No, honey. That's not how it works. They want to arrest you. Their goal is to arrest you. That's their whole goal. That's their whole goal. Their whole goal is to arrest you and drag you down to a dungeon. That's their goal.
So you did have a vibrator.
Listen, I was sitting on the water like this, and I just put it in there, and it was covered up, and I just had an orgasm. I'm sorry. I was stressed out.
I got you. Okay. Just hang tight for me.
I'm sorry. Nobody saw me. I was in the water. Okay, so if this is anonymous,
okay.
Look, she's pulling out the cuffs to arrest her.
I mean, yeah.
People did see it. We didn't get a call for no reason.
I swear to God, I was sitting in the water. Nobody saw it.
I got you. Well, I mean, if nobody saw it, then they wouldn't have called, right?
Man, please don't do this to me. Are you serious?
You admitted to it, honey. You should have kept your mouth shut. They had no evidence. Nothing. They had nothing. You opened your mouth.
You want to take primary notice?
You want to take primary?
Oh.
They're talking back and forth at their pig jargon.
You want to take primary notice?
Armando can take it since he's talking.
Okay, I got you.
This is ridiculous. What am
It's ridiculous. She's going to jail. Should she get a ticket? If she admitted it, sure. If she didn't admit it, there's no ticket.
I being arrested for?
Indecent exposure.
Indecent exposure.
No, but I didn't have any of my body
Someone
parts
called.
out.
It doesn't matter. A family saw it. They had kids.
A family. It's always about the kids, isn't it? Kids can go on their phone right now and see way worse than a girl hundreds of yards away.
What? There was nobody around me.
So we get
nothing
to
in here that shouldn't be in here.
No.
Okay.
Well, I'm just gonna throw this in here. Okay. Yeah.
Is that right? She'll have to register as a sex offender. Is that correct? That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know what the charge is. It's her fault. She talked. She should have shut up. I don't know why she talked. I don't get it. I can't figure it out. I cannot figure out why she was talking. I just cannot get my head around it.
All right. Awesome. Oh, it's right here? Sweet. Thank you so much. What's your name? Amber. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, it is. Thank you for confirmation.
Ma'am?
I mean, look at this. Like, is she barefoot still? Or is she wearing flip flops? I think she's wearing flip flops. Nope. No. Yeah, she's got sandals on her feet. I don't know why masturbating on the beach equates to they get to search everything you own. That just doesn't make any sense to me at all.
Okay.
These are all broken up into half pills.
Okay.
It's a war on us. It's a war on us, and it's doing no good. So now they're going to charge her with chemicals as well, and it's doing no good. It's not going to make anything better. I don't know why they have to search all of her things.
Use track. Oh, Jesus. She said there's a vibrator in there. Yeah, she said so.
Why do they need to search all of her things because she was masturbating on the beach? That doesn't make any sense to me at all. Why does her stuff need to be searched? I don't get it.
Your office. Oh, Jesus. Now you going through it. You locking everything. Yep. The code book. Said orgasm on the beach and all that other good mess. So.
They're all laughing,
Yeah.
ha ha
Right.
ha. It's so funny. Taking her to a dungeon. Who knows? Now she's still talking.
I got you. And I mean, to be completely honest with you, I really don't care what you did, you know, but again, someone saw it. So that's why we're here, you know? I mean, if you're gonna do something like that, you know, don't get caught. That's all I have to say, you know? So, I mean, I got nothing against you, you know?
Unbelievable. Just unbelievable. Really, truly. So we're going to watch another video here, but before we get into it, I'll make the announcement. Listen, guys, I'm not giving away free stuff in between my live sessions anymore. You got to meet me on my lives. There's just too many hundreds and hundreds of people. I can't spend my time giving away my products for free, and then people get mad at me. There's people mad at me. People get mad at me. It's pretty incredible. They get mad at me that they have to print out their Fifth Amendment cop card. Well, or they have to print out their trifold. They're upset with me. Where I'm giving it to them for free. And they'll write me back and say, hey, I don't have a printer. Can you just go ahead and mail that to me? No, I can't. I can't. It's incredible. It's incredible. It's incredible. But there's so many people who get angry with me that it's not printed out. So I'm considering stopping giving stuff away for free because it's too much of a hassle. It's too much. It really is a hassle. People get upset with me and I don't have time for it. You know, I gotta do what I gotta do. April, what's going on? How are you? Adam, what is going on? Brick, Dan Lance, what's going on? Mark Howard, how are you? Good to see you. Peter Parker, what is going on? If you guys want to get my Fifth Amendment cop card for free, you have to order during my live stream. You got to order during my live stream, and I'll mail you this Fifth Amendment cop card for free. I will mail this to you for free if you order during my live stream. Anything at all, don't care what it is. That way we can get the message out and more people will have the Fifth Amendment cop card, show their friends and stuff like that, but only during my live streams. If you guys hit me up for free stuff when I'm not on live, I'm going to click right past it and just keep going because I don't have time. You got to meet me on my live stream, and I'll put my live streams up the day before from now on, get more people so they'll be able to, because YouTube has me so shadow banned. I don't know if you guys know that or not. It's crazy. I showed you already the videos. They don't let anything I do is demonetized. Doesn't matter what it is. Can't show anything. It's demonetized. Can't show those two little kids, you know, swinging at the cops and calling them mother effers, or the two little kids. My video is demonetized. Don't know why. I mean, it's so PG, it's unbelievable. But I guess I'm not allowed to talk about what the cops do to people. So this one, though, I guess a lot of people are talking about this one. So, I mean, look at these pigs. Working a computer, texting on his phone as he drives. But you and I can't have our phone in our hands. So
1191. All the traffic up here.
Checking to see if you have any officer that clean.
So this is that 62 or 67-year-old deacon who was murdered by the cops.
He's down in Hamilton home.
Morning. What happened? I had the green light, all the traffic up here. And so when I was making
1191, do we have an officer that's pulled out there?
You know, because light was green. And traffic backed all the way up here. I got ready to turn. He came and hit me on the side right here.
Officers at the location, they were trying to.
We have our own turn here.
He hit me right here, and he went on down that way with it.
Copy. I think all my
The light was red over here.
No, I don't think
he wasn't that turn.
Maybe zone 4.
My light was green.
Yep, there you got me so shadow banned. It's unbelievable.
Is your car still drivable, or is the tire messed up back there?
I don't know. If we bag up, I can see. I don't even know. And when he hit me right here, he went all the way down that way with. And I said, "You want to stop? It's red. You're like, yeah." And that was green.
Blurred out for some reason. I don't know why they blurred this out. I don't know why they turned the audio off if they did. Robert V, I sent you some stuff. Check your email. So this little piggy decides that.
Explain what happened from my standpoint. While the cars are like this real quick, and I just kind of explain what happened from my standpoint.
Is this your car?
Yes.
I mean, I know what happened, but you can tell me. I already watched the camera what happened.
Oh.
Is this your car?
Yes.
I mean, I know what happened, but you can tell me. I already watched the camera what happened.
Oh, okay.
So then why can't we watch the camera and see what happened?
Yeah.
All right. You said I can tell you one?
You want to?
Yeah. So, all right. So I'm making a right turn. I even saw him. So as soon as basically he just, essentially all he did was cut it way too sharp and just ran right into my car. As a matter of fact, like you see the reason that it skirts all the way, I wasn't even going. I was essentially like driving at 2-3 miles per hour. And I saw the left. Like,
come on, the car's already fucked up. There you go. Come on. There you go. Turn it right in there.
So it's a fender bender. It's a fender bender.
So, yeah, so
we're
like,
watching a fender bender.
Let's say there's traffic in terms of, like I'm basically essentially just making a right turn. And I saw the car. He wasn't even looking at me. I even tried to go up. He just cut way too sharp and just ran right.
How does he write with his thumb like that? Look at that hand position. He doesn't use the thumb for the tip of the pen. How's that work?
Oh.
How's he write with his thumb like that? Sterling, Colorado, I got you. I'm sending you a free Fifth Amendment cop card. Sterling, Colorado, you know who you are. I'm sending you a free Fifth Amendment cop card.
About it. You can go in your car, actually. You can go in your car. You can go in your car. You got a driver's license on you?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go wait in my car. I'm not a dog. You don't tell me to sit and stay.
I should be able to get there myself.
I copy your 89 at 3260 Donnelly Hollowell.
Copy.
You stay down the street. She got it at the house at ChilleDeCastro. I'm her mom.
That's fine.
Oh, okay. I just came up for you. My driver's license.
Okay.
Okay. That's
So he tells them that it's the deacon's fault. Then he goes back in his car here, runs some stuff. I've already seen this. And he's still running some stuff, and then he's going to go back up to the deacon, who is not happy about getting a ticket, runs all this crap. I've already seen all this. And he's just running licenses and sitting in his car. Really should have blurred the screen, but they didn't. So there's the picture of the deacon.
Your car.
Okay, so now this is where it gets super, super hairy. This is where this jackboot thug pig is going to go over to this guy, and he's going to say he's giving him a ticket, and he's going to demand that he sign the ticket. And it goes from you're going to sign this ticket to you're going to sign this ticket or I'm going to put you in jail. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second, just like that. It happens in 1 second flat. You'll hear it. You'll hear it. He goes from 0 to I'm going to arrest you. And then the deacon will say, okay, I'm going to sign it. I'm going to sign it. But it's too late. The cop's ego's already hurt. He's already butt hurt.
All right, man. Case number for you. All right, I did find you at fault in the accident.
My fault. I was in the red light. My light was green.
You cut your turn short.
No, I didn't turn. I can't turn no white and what it did. He kept coming at me. It wasn't my fault.
Why are you screaming at me?
I'm not screaming. I'm saying it was not my fault. He ran into
It's not screaming.
my truck.
Okay.
You see where he hit me right here.
All right. So I need you to sign this ticket right here on the X.
Okay, so there's the first one. I need you to sign this ticket right here on the
Okay.
X. He's still kind of.
I'll get my sergeant for it, but you're still going to sign this ticket.
So now it goes from I need you to sign this ticket. You're gonna sign this ticket.
That's fine. But you're going to sign this ticket right here before I get my sergeant out here.
But now that's the third time. But you're gonna sign this ticket right here before I get my sergeant out here.
Okay. You're going to sign this ticket or I'm going to take you to jail.
So on the fourth one, he says, you're going to sign this ticket or I'm going to take you to jail. He doesn't give the man time to decompress. He doesn't give him time to go through the process in his mind. He just immediately goes. So this is at 2909. So
it's true.
Okay.
You see where he hit me right here.
All right. So I need you to sign this.
Okay. So within 20 seconds of him saying he's going to sign the ticket, from 2851 to 2909. So that's 18 seconds. 18 seconds. He's ready to arrest the guy in 18 seconds.
Ticket right here on the X.
5 seconds have passed.
Okay. I'll get my sergeant for it, but you're still going to sign this ticket.
In 10 seconds, he's told him twice, you're going to sign this ticket.
That's fine. But you're going to sign this ticket.
14 seconds.
Right here before I get my sergeant out here. Okay. You're going to sign this ticket or I'm going to take you to jail.
18 seconds. You're going to sign this ticket or you're going to go to jail.
So you got a court date of the 4th of October, 2023.
Thanks,
at
Daryl.
8 o'clock, all right? It's not a state of admission or guilt. Just saying that you plan on coming to court and paying the fine beforehand. You can come to court.
I didn't do nothing.
You can come to court and
I
fight.
didn't do nothing. No, how much sense? I didn't do nothing. I didn't do nothing
Who
wrong.
are you screaming at? I told
He's hardly screaming. He's just exasperated.
you once, lower your voice.
My boss
You're
had
not,
me in the way.
you're
My
not
boss
going
was
to scream
heavy.
at me.
My boss
He's not screaming. He said screaming 3 times now.
was heavy.
Do you understand what I'm telling you? Now you're going to sign this ticket or I'm going to take you to jail.
Okay, so now listen carefully here.
I suggest you sign the ticket.
Not even a full minute has elapsed yet.
Then you can talk to my sergeant or whoever you want to talk to, your priest, your wife. I don't care. But you're going to sign it right here. Here you go.
We're at 1 minute right now. It's been 1 minute since he said to sign the ticket.
Sir, I'm going to ask you one more time. Sign
in 1 minute and 10 seconds. Now he's freaking out about him not signing.
the ticket.
So you
Sign the ticket.
You just trying to make
Sign
me
the
say I'm guilty
ticket.
of something I'm not guilty of.
Sign the ticket.
That's what you're trying to make me say.
Sign the ticket.
Okay, I'm gonna sign the ticket.
Right there. He just said it.
That's what you're trying to make me say.
Sign the ticket.
Okay, I'm gonna sign the ticket. I'm gonna sign the
He just said, I'm going to sign the ticket. Did he not just say that? Did you not just hear it?
Sign the ticket.
You're trying to make me say
Sign the
I'm guilty
ticket.
of something I'm not guilty of.
Sign the ticket.
That's what you're trying to make me say.
Sign the ticket.
Okay, I'm gonna sign the ticket.
I'm going to sign the ticket. That's it right there. He said it 3 times.
I'm gonna sign the ticket.
I'm going to sign the ticket. He says it again.
Sign the ticket. Sign the ticket.
How can I sign the ticket?
How can I sign the ticket when you're grabbing me?
You're acting crazy.
I'm not doing nothing.
Give me your arm.
I'm right here.
Give me your arm.
I'm right here.
Give me your arm.
Why has he got to get his arm?
I really hurt, man.
All right.
I'm out.
Another unit.
All right. You attacked him after he said he would sign the ticket.
Sign the ticket.
Put it in the chat. JBTP. Jack Boot Thug Pig. Put it in the chat. JBTP. Jack Boot Thug Pig.
Okay, I'm gonna sign it.
I'm gonna sign it. I'm gonna sign it 3 times.
Sign the ticket. Sign the ticket.
I'll sign it. How can I sign the ticket when you grab it like this?
I'm not doing nothing.
Give me your arm.
I'm right here.
Give me your arm.
I'm right here.
I'm right-handed. He says, I'm trying to sign the ticket.
My body already hurt, man.
My right arm really hurts, man.
All right.
I'm out.
Another unit.
He's telling him his arm hurts. He can't put his arm behind his back. What the hell is this guy doing?
Sign the That's on the ground.
I can't sign it.
You're a real tough guy, bro. Beating up a 60-some-odd-year-old dude who's not in shape at all.
Hey, what you doing like that? I ain't doing nothing. I ain't doing nothing, sir. Why you hurt me like this, man? I'm old man.
I'm not right away. Sign the ticket. I'm gonna take you. Put your sign the ticket. I'm gonna take.
He said, I'm gonna sign the ticket.
You put your arms behind your back now. Put your arms behind your back. Put your arms behind your back.
So he's flashing the taser to scare him, to warn him. It's ridiculous.
Put your arm back up your back, please. Help.
He punched him in the face.
Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back.
Why is he doing all this? This is so uncalled for and so ridiculous.
Put your hands behind your back.
Okay, please.
Put your hands behind your back.
Okay, please.
Why is he doing that? What's the point in sticking your forearm and elbow in the guy's face? What is the point? He's pushing on his head.
Okay, please.
Put your hands behind your back.
Okay, please.
What is he doing?
Okay, please.
Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back.
What is he doing? What the hell is he doing? For what? Why does he got to put his arm behind his back? You told him to sign a ticket. He said he would sign it 4 times. Clear as a whistle.
I'm going to tell your ass one more time.
He's on his belly, on his elbows, sitting there, sitting up in prone position. Step off of him and takes 2 steps back. He can't go anywhere. You got his truck.
Put your hands behind your back.
Help me.
He's just laying there. He's not
Put
moving.
your hands behind your back.
Look, he's totally relaxed. His hands are together.
Help me. Come on, man.
Why is he doing this to the man?
Jesus.
Don't touch me. Put your hands behind your back.
Okay.
Now.
Okay, please.
They cut it off. They cut it off. They cut it off. Just pisses me off. There's the 31. Let me see if it's over here. 1 second. I got it right here. I got the full thing right here. With of course the Axiom. So just in case you guys don't know, one of the biggest sponsors of Cop City is Axiom. The
guy with
my fault.
In this version
Why are you
here,
screaming at me?
I'm not screaming. I'm saying it was not my fault. He ran into my truck.
Okay.
You see right?
In,
All right, he's got someone with him. Slow him down. He'll make it a 5-9 right away.
I believe it was the first time I believe the first time.
Put your hands behind your back.
So we're right back to where we left off. I believe the first time he zaps him in the side where his heart is, I believe the first zap kills him. Pretty sure the very first zap is what kills him.
Put your hands behind your back now. Put your hands behind your back. Back down.
So let's time this. We're at 3204. 30. Okay, so from 3207, he's tasing him on the side of the ribs where his heart is. On the other side of the ribs is the man's heart. And listen to how long.
Put your hands behind your back now.
He's gone right there. His hand goes limp right there. You see that? He's dead right there.
Are you the puppy?
Put your hands behind your back now.
He's dead right there. He's dead right there. His body's gone completely. He's dead.
Let me get my cuffs. Let me get my cuffs. Dude, this shit is so long. I forgot where to like it.
All right, he's got someone with him. Slow him down. He'll make it a 5-9 right away. I'll unit go for you.
Dude, this shit is so long, man.
Keep people coming, please. He's with a record driver assisting him.
Liz, check your email. I just emailed you everything I sell for free. Check out that poster I just sent you, Liz. Thank you for purchasing something from the website. I appreciate you.
Shit.
So he's dead. You can't tell the man is no longer moving. He was talking like rattling like a broken fence. And now all of a sudden he's not anymore.
104 radio. 20T. Start me supervisor for use of force, please. Start Grady as well.
I don't know what Grady is. Maybe that's the ambulance company. I don't know. You can't take a look at the guy's face and realize he's not there. You can't look at his face and realize his eyes are all crossed or closed or open. How many people in here have seen a dead body before? How many people? How many people have seen somebody dead before? In 2019, I found my best friend dead. I found his body. Name was Chuck. And I got a call from the receptionist at my office, and she said, Chille, can you please stop by Chuck's apartment? I haven't heard from him in 2 days. And I said, well, we have court this morning. He's supposed to be in court with me this morning. We had the final hearing. And when she gave me the phone call, I had to go to court that morning. I was going to go check on Chuck. And then after court, I went over to Chuck's apartment. I opened the door and I saw his feet on the ground. And I looked and I saw him laying there. And I took one look at him and realized he's dead. and you can see in their face, there's a different color on someone's face when there's no more oxygen, there's no more, I talk about high blood pressure. When there's no more blood pressure, you can see it. And so then I called our mutual contact and I said, hey, this guy's dead. And he said, are you sure? And I said, oh yeah, I'm sure he's dead. And he said, does he have a pulse? And I said, no, he doesn't have a pulse. He says, have you checked yet? And this is probably the weirdest thing because I'm not a real big, like, supernatural kind of guy. I've seen heaven. I've seen God, so I know it exists. I saw it myself. But when I went up and I touched Chuck, you're supposed to check the pulse on the neck, but I reached over and grabbed his wrist. And when I put my hand around his wrist, his body was so cold that it put like this cold feeling on my hand, and that cold feeling lasted on my hand for days. So I don't know how they look at this guy and can't determine that he's not gone. If you've ever seen a dead body, you know when someone's gone. So he's gone. He's touching his neck. There's no pulse. He's dead. What was that? So he puts his fingers just randomly on the guy's neck somewhere. Then he moves him up to his jaw, moves him back to some random place. He couldn't have got a pulse.
Sit up, man.
Take him out of the
Ray, step it up. This guy's bleeding pretty bad.
Bleeding? He's not bleeding pretty bad. You killed him. You tased him in the heart, and he died. And there was no reason to tase him. You were on top of him. You had total control of the guy.
Man.
No, right? There's a 41 at first.
Just that. That's it.
And now they're justifying each other's actions.
Huh?
One car, 41 where?
2 car. He hit that car up there. I told him sign the ticket.
He's still worried about him signing the ticket.
Funny.
Yeah.
Welcome, Robert. Welcome to Team DLZ, my friend. They're trying to ban this channel.
1191 to 1104. Give him a sternum rub.
Give him a sternum rub?
Hey, wake up. I think he passed out on me.
Passed out?
Wake up.
Anybody else CPR certified? Anybody else? I'm CPR certified. Anybody else CPR certified? I think my certification, I'm probably not certified anymore. I probably misspoke just now. It's been 4 years since I've been CPR certified. Is anybody else, though? I've been CPR certified maybe 7 or 8 times in my life, at least, where I did the CPR certificate training class. Anybody else do it? So anybody remember chest rubs? Anybody remember that? Does anybody remember? I don't remember ever being taught to take my knuckles and rub them on your chest. Does anybody? I've never heard of that. Has anybody heard of that before? Has anybody ever heard of a rub his chest? Has anybody ever heard of that? I'm just wondering. Anybody ever heard of that? Anyway, I've been certified at least 6 or 7 times, and that's the low number because I became a certified trainer when I was like 18, and then every 3 years you have to recertify. I got certified every 3 years from 18 till 34. So that means I was a certified fitness trainer for 16 years. Every 3 years you have to recertify. 3 times 6 is 18. So at least 7 times I recertified in CPR. I don't remember, and maybe my brain has lapsed here. Does anybody else remember rub his chest if his heart's not beating? Anybody ever heard that before? Anybody ever heard that before? I'm looking at the comments. Has anybody ever heard give his chest a little rub? Anybody else ever heard that before? I've never heard it. I've never heard it. It's like excited delirium that cops just made up. It's excited delirium. Anybody ever heard of it? I'm reading the comments. Hell no. Anybody ever heard of the for drug overdoses? You heard of that, Sal? Sal said he's heard of the chest rubs for drug overdoses. You know, I knew a guy in the military who was code blue in the Air Force, and he said he gave straight shots to the chest. Boom, boom, boom. Would punch a guy in the chest if his heart stopped beating. And he said guys came back from that. I don't remember any of the rub on his chest. I don't remember that. I mean, if someone is Jerry Fowler Jr., that's a great name, but is the chest rub thing normal? Because, you know, I said that alcohol, you know, I said that diabetics, they, you know, the old your breath smells like alcohol. I've heard that before. I've never experienced it. I've never met a diabetic whose breath smells like alcohol. A EMT sent me an email and she said, no, Chille, that sometimes their breath does smell like alcohol. Okay, cool. I stand corrected. No problem. If that's true, then I'm down with it. I don't want to be wrong. I would rather say that I was wrong and correct myself than continue to say something that's wrong. I would rather be correct. I would, even if I have to eat crow and say, you know, but I mean, so for the EMT, Jerry, has anybody ever heard of rub their chest a little bit? Give them a little chest rub. Anybody ever heard that? I've heard of pounding on the chest, James. My buddy who was in the Air Force, he straight punched, boom. He would just hit in the chest. And this guy was huge, like 6'6" and like 260, just a giant dude. So, nobody else. Who knows about this? I'm just wondering. You know, I'll do some Googling. Let's watch a little bit more of this. I'll do some Googling in the background here. That's going to start back up his heart. That little rub right there.
I told him sign a ticket. Start doing all. I'm not signing a ticket. I'm like, dude, just sign a ticket. It's fine. You know, you can talk to whoever you need to after. Told him put his hands behind his back. He started resisting. Took him to the ground and stuff. Then he started grabbing my hand like he was going to hit me. So I punched him a couple times. Just tased him. Then he put him in cuffs. I don't know what's going on with him now. He's still breathing though. Okay.
Hey, dude, this shit is so long. God,
where you tased him at? In the arm. Yeah.
No, he tased him in the ribs. So misinterpreting the results of a sternum rub. A sternum rub is used to assess brain integrity and function. A sternum rub is the application of a painful stimulus with knuckles of closed. What does rubbing on the sternum do? Sternum rub is a technique to test an unconscious person's responsiveness. It involves giving a firm rub on the sternum, the flat bone in the middle of your chest, to see if there's a reaction. It's a painful or noxious stimulus meant to provoke a response. Why sternal rub is not recommended. Pressure behind the jaw is difficult to apply accurately, is not recommended for routine use. Stimulation by rubbing the knuckles of a sternum is strongly discouraged. It can bring about bruising, and responses can be difficult to interpret. A sternal rub is a firm rub on someone's sternum is a method used when testing an unconscious person's responsefulness. It's a great calming and grounding technique and can be done anywhere, anytime you're feeling stressed. In the video, I even say, even though a part of me is feeling anxious, I know I'll feel better. So none of these say if your heart has stopped to do a sternum rub. None of those.
Give a cup. Dude, this shit is so long. I forgot what it is. Give me my cup. So we get my cup. Dude, this shit is so long.
Good to see you, Harry.
All right, he's got someone with him. Slow down. He'll make it a 5-9 right away.
Thanks for coming back, Harry. Thanks for being a member, dude.
How are you gonna go for it?
This shit is a long man.
Keep people coming, please. He's with a record driver assisting him.
Got you, Thomas. Got you, Harry. Just seeing these come in. A couple people ordered some stuff.
104 radio.
Go ahead.
20T. Start me supervisor for use of force, please. Start Grady as well.
Supervisor copy. 1191, I copy.
Hold these in. Sit up, man.
I don't think he's going to sit up. I think he's dead. I'm pretty sure he's gone.
Radio, step it up. This guy's bleeding pretty bad.
Got you, Harry. Bless you too, brother. Thanks, man. You're the best, Harry. Thanks, dude.
Man.
No, right? There's a 41 at first.
Just that. That's it.
Wasn't our fault. We didn't do it.
Huh?
One car, 41 where?
2 car. He hit that car up there. I told him sign the ticket.
I told him sign the ticket. I told him sign the ticket. I told him to sign the ticket. He didn't sign the ticket. So you see the guy's no longer there.
1191 to 1104. Give him a sternum rub.
Give him a sternum rub. We just looked it up.
Hey, wake up.
That's not CPR.
I think he passed out on me. Wake up.
See what happens if you don't sign the ticket, says Lewis.
I told him to sign the ticket.
I told him to sign the
Start
ticket.
doing all. I'm not signing the ticket. I'm like, dude, just sign the ticket. It's fine.
You're not going to sign the ticket. I'm
You know,
going
you
to
can
throw
talk
you
to
on the
whoever you
ground.
need to after. Told him to put his hands behind his back. He started resisting. Took him to the ground and stuff. Then he started grabbing my hand like he was going to hit me. So I punched him a couple times. Just tased him. Then he put him in cuffs. I don't know what's going on. He's still
I'm
breathing.
not sure if you guys heard this, but listen. The guy who was upset about getting a ticket, listen to what the cop did. He was upset about getting a ticket. He didn't try to fight, was just upset that he was getting a ticket.
And stuff. Then he started grabbing my hand like he was going to hit me. Resisting. Whatever you need to after.
Okay, hold on. Just hold on a minute. Hold on. Just hold on. Okay? I want to listen to this together. Okay, I'm gonna sit here and listen to this with you real fast. Okay, let's listen.
Told him to put his hands behind his back. He started.
I told him to put his hands behind his back. That's not what he did. He did not say put your hands behind your back. He just said sign the ticket as he was grabbing him. So there's the first lie.
Resisting.
And he started resisting? No, he didn't. You never said turn around and put your hands behind your back. You never gave him a verbal command other than sign the ticket.
Told him to put his hands behind his back. He started resisting.
No, he didn't. He said, I'll sign the ticket. I'll sign the ticket. Said it 3 times. 4 times if you count the time he was on the ground. So he that's not what happened at all.
Took him to the ground and stuff.
Took him to the ground and stuff? I don't know what that means exactly.
Told him to put his hands behind his back. He started resisting. Took him to the ground and stuff.
Took him to the ground and stuff? You started shoving a senior citizen to the ground because he wouldn't sign a ticket. You could have just stood there and waited for the sergeant to show up. He can't drive his car.
Then he started grabbing my hand like he was going to hit me.
He started grabbing your hands. He started grabbing my hands like he was going to hit me. Listen.
Resisting. Took him to the ground and stuff. Then he started grabbing my hand like he was going to hit me.
He started grabbing your hands like he was going to hit you? That's not true. We just watched the body cam. That's not true at all.
So I punched him a couple times.
So you punched him a couple times.
Just tased him. Then he
tased him.
Put him in cuffs. I don't know what's going on with him now. He's still breathing though.
Okay.
No, he's not. He hasn't been breathing since you tased him. He hasn't been breathing since you tased him. He stopped breathing. His hands went limp the moment you tased him in the side, in his ribs, on the other side of his heart.
I ain't did this shit in so long. God, damn.
Still breathing though.
Okay.
I ain't did this shit in so long. God, damn.
I haven't done this shit in so long. GD is what he says.
Where you tased him at?
In the arm.
Tased him in the arm? That's not what it looked like. It looked like he reached down under his ribs and tased him. That's what it looks like to me. Is that what it looks like to you? I can go back, but I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. Dan Lance said it's over a ticket not being signed. You didn't have to attack the guy. You could have just stood there. If your sergeant was coming out, why don't you just wait? Why don't you just wait for the sergeant to come out? Lots of people joining today. Thanks for your support, you guys. I really appreciate it. I don't know how much longer I'm going to have a channel. YouTube has literally demonetized almost every video I've made this week. So I don't know how much longer I'm going to have a channel. So thank you for joining. I appreciate it. Look for me on my website, deletelaws.com, if YouTube deletes me.
Yeah.
Eight years.
Yeah.
8 years.
15, 8 years. 23 years?
Okay, Radio, we get enough units with them. I'll make sure we code for that 9 right away, please. Oh, you just have to go for the 9 right away.
Hey, 104. I need Grady or fire coming code 3.
Okay, so just so you guys know, I want to just point this out. This is at 36:30. The timestamp on the video is 36:30. Okay, I just want to show you guys something here. 36:30 on the timestamp.
Put your ass behind your back. Put your ass behind your back. Yeah, me.
36:30. It's 32:13. At 32:13, he kills him.
Ass behind your back now.
And then at 36, did I say 36:30? So from 32:16 to 36:16, 4 minutes, 4.5 minutes before any other cop on the scene decides to go, well, let me see if this guy's dead. Let me see if this guy who's laying there looking like that, let me see if he's dead. Why wouldn't they take a... 4 minutes? For 4 minutes? For 4 minutes? For 4 minutes? If you walk up to a scene and there's someone on the ground who looks how this man looks, you don't trust the person there, that there's a pulse and that there's breathing. When you walk up and there's a man on the ground, you check the man. You check him. You check him. You put your hand in his neck. You stick your fingers right in there because this artery right here will pulsate. This is one of the biggest arteries you have because it sends the blood up the neck into the brain. This has to work. One kid can take 2 fingers, put them on both sides of these arteries, and within like 5 or 6 seconds, you'll pass out. If you just expose and allow them to push the arteries closed, you'll fall on the ground. They gave him no standard of care. Right. That's if you care. That's if you care. You guys go to deletelaws.com and get a trifold right now. Go over there and get a trifold on Delete Laws. Get over there and get a trifold. And if you get anything, I'm going to send you the Fifth Amendment cop card in the mail for free. While I calm down. I'm having a panic attack over here. You guys want the Fifth Amendment cop card for free? You got to order something from my website.
What do you have going on? Brady's already notified.
You're gonna need to start. You're gonna need to start fire. This guy needs medical attention right now.
You got 5 foot 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7. You have 7 full-grown men there. I'm gonna lose it. I gotta calm down here. I gotta calm down. Let me take a second here. Let me open this bit. Okay, I'm still on big screen here. Okay, cool. Okay, so I mean, why can't the 6 people? Why can't? Yeah, Kelly, if you order anything from my website, Kelly, it just covers the cost. If you order the $9 product, it just covers my cost, so I can get these out into the market and get them in people's wallets. You order anything from my site, I'll give it to you for free. So why? Yeah. Forgive me. I just don't want to boil over here, but I'm pretty pissed off right now that every single second I watch this. Like there's 7 people standing around him and they leave him with his arms all gummed up with his chest like this because they got the torture cuffs behind his back. I just can't believe what we're seeing. It's just so awful. Oh yeah, it's a civil rights violation. He's dead though.
See if you feel close on shit.
Yeah, Mark Bear's pissed off too. Happy to hear it. I mean, look.
I'm good. I'm good.
So this copper who says that he hadn't done this in a long time, 15 and 8 or whatever he just said. A cut on my hand.
I'm good. I'm good.
He's got a cut on his hand now as he's standing over a dead man. Look at them. Just.
Yeah, I'm good.
Why are we worried about you? What about the guy who's on the ground?
Yeah.
91 to 1104, you okay?
Yeah, I'm all right though. My lips busted.
Your lips busted?
Okay, copy.
Unreal. I guess, he didn't sign the ticket, bro. Johnny Holman. He didn't sign the ticket, dude. You got him. Way to go, bro. You got him. He didn't sign the ticket. You killed him. Way to go, dude. Oh, you're blown out now, bro. I hope you don't off yourself, dog, from killing somebody who was an innocent man who got in a fender bender and was upset about the fender bender. I hope you don't off yourself, Piggy. Oh, poor Piggy. Alan Hubbs got it. And then everybody there, you notice no one there knows the guy on the ground is dead. If you told the people that the guy on the ground is dead, they would be like, "You're kidding me. How did he die?" The cop murdered him because he wouldn't sign the ticket. Since when is it okay to tase 60-plus-year-old men? When is that okay? I got you, John S. I'm going to send you some free stuff.
You got some water or anything? You go.
Yeah, I guess I need some water, too.
Yeah. Yeah, I hear that.
John S., check your
That's
email.
okay. I'm good. Appreciate it.
John S., check your email. I sent you everything I sell for free in your email. You got to print it out yourself, but I sent it. Thanks for reaching out during the live.
Yeah.
Kelly got it.
Yeah, I'm good.
Everybody's. You hear all the cops worried about officer safety? It's brainwashing to them. And look, all these full-grown men, and nobody's doing CPR. CPR could save the man's life, and no one's doing it. No one's giving him chest compressions. It's now been, what were we at, 31:13? So now we're at 8.5 minutes later. No one's giving him chest compressions. Nobody's helping the man. He's just dying on the ground. You could have saved him. But they're not worried about saving us. They're worried about immediate punishing, immediate detainment, and shackling.
Yeah, but I still think
Unreal. Unreal. And this is the murderous pig walking around. He's not on top of the guy that he killed.
Right, we got a ETA on emergency services out here.
Dude, you can't get on the ground.
Huh? That's my car.
Fire is already been notified, so they should be out there shortly. I'm getting ETA ready.
Copy.
He's sitting in his truck. Guy's on the ground. He's pulling off.
1109 on Cedar Radio.
1109 go ahead.
You can show me out with those units on J-Lo and Cunningham.
Crazy.
I can only imagine what they are, Luis. We live in a country full of bootlickers. A twisted bad joke on the good people daily. So he's just walking around having a gay old time. What about the guy on the ground that he killed? Are the chest compressions happening now, 9 minutes later? Is that what's going on?
Radio race 1104.
Go ahead.
Radio about they have a unit en route at the center in Decatur Street.
I copy. Somebody needs to get here quick. Fire somebody.
What?
Yeah, I'm good.
Are you good? You killed him, bro. Oh, you got your trifold today? Right on. Happy to hear it, dude. Happy to hear it, Jamie.
Man, you not believe you did 20, 15, I had to tussle them up in 8 years, dude. That shit's still in me, though, man.
You so good.
this cop wants to come up and brag that he had to tussle with a guy who was literally laying on his belly with his hands put in front of him together. He said 2015. I haven't had to tussle a mother in 8 years, and now he's gonna brag. He still got it in him, though.
That shit's still in me, though, man. You so good.
Well, that shit's still in you. You're so
I
tough.
need Grady or Fire to come make sure this guy's still fucking alive.
You're supposed to do it, pig. You're supposed to do it. He's not taking care of the guy at all.
Radio checking to see which units are at Cunningham Place.
He's just walking in a circle.
Sorry. 1109 OP, I copy. 1110, I copy.
Mr. West, I think you tried to order something, but the order failed. I'll double check it in 5 seconds.
1106 and 1113, I copy.
1113. You will show me code 9. It's 45.
Yeah, I'll take him in the arm.
1113, I copy code 9.
But you didn't. You're lying. But you didn't. You're lying. We know you're lying. You don't just stop. Just stop with the lie, dude.
Yeah.
You know you're lying.
I copy Grady Bus 740.
Mr. West in St. Cloud, try to put your order through again.
Hey, come on. He's bad. Come on.
He's bad?
Yes.
You did it, dude. You're the guy that did it.
You just need to check him out and make sure he's still
I
alive.
know you're at 954 High Tower Road, Northwest, apartment 123, 954 High Tower Road. Where's he at?
He's over here by this truck.
Tito, it's in your spam folder. I'll check your order, though. Tito, it goes in. Tito, when you order digital stuff that you print at home, it goes into your spam folder. I will check 15347 right now, though, for you. Check your spam folder, Tito. It's in your spam folder right now, dude. I'm going to send you everything else anyway. 1 second.
Here, now Slim back down. Are you able to take the cups off real quick?
Yeah.
How long has he been unresponsive like that?
Like about 5 minutes.
No, I'm sorry. 14 minutes. He's been unresponsive like that for 14 minutes and 20 seconds. Don't lie. He 14 minutes and 20 seconds is how long that deacon has been unresponsive as you walked in a circle instead of immediately starting chest compressions that could have saved his life immediately. But you didn't do that. I hope this cop is charged with murder. He murdered him. He said, I'll sign the ticket, and he attacked him anyway. He never said, put your hands behind your back. That never happened. He just attacked him, and they let him lay there for 14 minutes plus.
Hey!
Oh, I'm with you there.
Radio rate 1106. Yep. Did you make 2199 North background?
Hey, man, she needs y'all help ASAP.
Been down for about 5 minutes.
Look. What is this? What is the paramedic doing?
Yeah.
Take a look, everybody. Take a look what the paramedic is doing 14 minutes and 20 seconds later. Look at that right here, folks. Take a look right here. See this woman right here? Look what she's doing. Is that a sternum rub? That's not a sternum rub. Those are chest compressions. Those are chest compressions.
Yeah.
Talking to you guys though?
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Then you just stop standard of care. No care. Wow.
That is your car?
No.
Hey, tell someone that open the guy here, they need to do traffic control. They just stand around. Hey, some people need to come do traffic. The paramedics got that. Ain't nothing y'all do, bro.
Hey, yeah, I'm all right, but they're doing CPR on this guy.
You're all right? You're all right? Happy to hear that you're okay. You should have started chest compressions the moment he became incapacitated. I hope you get demons.
One of his children just ran up or something. Yeah. Hey, y'all, one of y'all go help them out, please.
Ernest, Tito, check your email, brother. I just sent you everything that I sell for free. It was in your spam folder the whole time, but I just resent it.
All right.
So she's mad her dad is dead? I don't blame her. And is she going to be able to see that they did nothing to save him? Absolutely nothing.
People was in 17 and you can sign me off.
Lying mainstream state-run media said that due in part to heart disease. Wow.
You can sign me on 8310.
I got 8 something.
Hey, Jabri, when they load him up, you're going to follow, can you follow him to Grady? Yeah, I'll give you his license and stuff. I just need somebody to follow him to Grady.
The guy didn't go back over and check on the guy he killed.
Come on.
I guess he didn't get that ticket signed after all, did he? Enjoy getting in the pig patrol the last time, bro. This guy's not going to be a pig for much longer.
1101 OT on.
These are for a vehicle accident at 199 Northside Drive Southwest. 199 Northside Drive Southwest.
Now he has to sit there and ponder that he just killed somebody and he could have saved that person.
They're gonna have to wait, man.
Wait.
Yeah.
You're going to be at the Burger
No,
King
you
involving
need
a
to
brown Ford F-250 and a silver BMW.
I don't know.
Poor piggy murdered somebody. We should all feel bad for the piggy. We should all feel bad for the pig. Way to kill somebody, bro, for not signing the ticket. You told him to sign the ticket. You did tell him to sign the ticket, though, right? You told him to sign the ticket, right? I mean, after all, he did tell him to sign the ticket, and he didn't sign the ticket. So we should throw him on the ground, punch him a few times, and then tase him.
Fire raising 1108.
That'd be nice, wouldn't it? He doesn't deserve to live, I'll tell
Case
you
file for
that.
dispute at 1610 Martin Luther King Jr. Drive Southwest. 1610
I
Martin
don't
Luther
either.
King Jr. Drive Southwest. Caller advised her grandson is in a dispute with his girlfriend, which will be a black female, blue jacket, blue jeans, unknown weapon. $1191, you can show me 26 with 1104.
All right, Abel. I got you, Abel. This guy totally powered it out in every way.
Just wait.
This cop powered it out in every single way. What a coward. What an absolute coward. Really, what a freaking coward. He ducked in every way he could have.
Radio rate 1112. Are you 26 at Cunningham Place in Dozy Light?
What happened? Why is the audio gone? Oh, the whole thing is gone. Okay. So that's how they murder people. So the paperwork says he died 2 hours later. I mean, Cece, I wish it was true. I wish they all went down for RICO. I wish that's true. But there, no cops are going to get in trouble for this. No cops are going to get in trouble for this. They're all going to get away with it. The cop should be charged with murder because he didn't jump on top of him and start doing CPR. The heart must have stopped immediately. I mean, as soon as he got tased, hands went limp. We all saw it. Everybody saw it. Everybody here saw it. I saw it. You saw it. We saw it. It's just Chevy, what's going on, Playboy? Brick Dar North, Chris Boudreau, good to see you, Chris. April's here. Charlie, what is going on? Alan, how are you? Kelly, Melania, how are you? So you say. Les Paul, Dan Lance, Dan Howard, what's going on? Wayne is here. CC, James Forbes, what's going on? James, what is going on? Nathan, how are you, my friend? Good to see you, Victor Rice. Nice to see you, Wayne. What is going on? Anybody else? Let me sound off real quick. Someone just typed down in that comment section, like Les Paul, JBTP, Jackboot Thug Pig. Jackboot Thug Pig, JBTP. Put it down in there. Good to see you, Les Paul. It's it's in the wrong place, Florence. You're in the wrong place, dude. It's like you're in the wrong place. If you don't start any drama in the chat, you're not going to be timed out, dude. No one's getting timed out unless they're starting some drama in the chat. You know what I'm saying? But like if I got to put you in timeout, it's like, come on, dude, don't make me do stupid shit. You're watching people die on camera. You're really worried about. Come on, bro. Mark, don't time him out. Let him sit there and show what what a moron, dude. Like, what are you worried about right now? You should worry about what you're seeing on camera right now. You should worry that pigs can kill us. Your heart can stop and no one's going to jump down there and start CPR. No, you may be brain dead in a few minutes because no cops are going to jump down and give you CPR. You know, just let it go, dude. You're not getting timed out now, man. So just let it go. Okay. You're able to just sit there and squawk and say what you want, man. I don't care. You know, I appreciate you coming. Thanks for coming, Florence. Mark, don't time him out. There you go. Now is that wrapped up, my friend? Is that all wrapped up? I hope it's all wrapped up. We can just move forward, you know. I appreciate you coming, man. I don't know what to say. I'm more shell shocked over watching that cop murder somebody and then walk around for 14 minutes before paramedics start chest compressions. I mean, we just timed it 14 minutes and 20 seconds from the time he's tased to his death to where there's no chest compressions. And then they say he died 2 weeks later. So they had a chance to save him, but they didn't. 14 minutes he laid there without his heart running, without his breath breathing. And so he died. Yeah. Anthony Allegrini, just so you know, was shot dead center in the Anthony Allegrini. It's okay. It's okay. I'm not going to sit and dwell on it, dude. Everybody's welcome here. Sometimes the mods are a little, tricky with the timing out because of how much shit this channel gets. So Anthony Allegrini was shot right above the aorta. So he was dead. He probably drowned on his own blood, but he died within a few minutes, according to what I learned from the family. So, I mean, I wish that this was a more upbeat channel, but I show the stuff that we slow down the video here. We watch it in slow motion. You know what I'm saying? Happy to hear it, Florence. Happy to hear it. So, yeah, they should have called an ambulance right away. And Kelly Love. But the cop's lip was hurt. His lip, he got a little owie when he was punching a guy who wasn't fighting back, when he threw the guy on the ground who was elderly. Look, I'm 49. I turn 50 next year, which is only a month away. Next year is my 50th, right? I'm not the man I was when I was 35. I can't fight these guys who are in their, 30 years old anymore. I'm too old. It's not my time anymore to be my physical peak. You know, the guys who are in their mid 20s and mid 30s, those guys are in their physical peak. I can't fight them anymore. I'm too old. I don't like it. I don't love it. It's not fun for me. No man enjoys losing physical prowess. No one enjoys it, but that's just the way it is. And so I can't go around fighting people anymore. I wish I could. I can't. So when you're a younger man in your mid 20s, mid 30s, you can't go around beating up guys who are old, who are middle-aged like I am, or even senior citizen like this guy was. You can't go around beating people up, you know? So yeah, we tell the truth here. Yeah. We tell the truth around here. Yeah, hopefully I don't ever have to dance with anybody. I mean, I don't want to fist fight anybody. That's why I carry a gun, so I don't have to fist fight people. I carry the gun to let people know I don't want to fist fight, bro. That's why I have my gun. That's why my gun's right here by my table right now, because I don't want to fist fight you. It's not what I want to do. I don't want to fist fight you. Believe me, if yeah, I appreciate the vote of confidence. However, I would just rather not get into the fist fight. You know, I would rather just, yeah, Victor Rice has got it right. Nobody wants to watch these terrible crimes, but we all have to see it so that we can change. That's where I'm at. I'm with Victor. Let me see if anybody else ordered anything so that I can give them the Fifth Amendment cop card for free. Abel V, your order failed, but he said he's going to come back around. So, Abel, I'm going to send you the Fifth Amendment cop card anyway. You tried to order something, didn't work out. Well, sometimes you get a break, though, you know. So if you come back around next time, Abel, when you are flush again, you can buy one of those products, and I appreciate it. Wayne N, I'm going to send you the Fifth Amendment cop card out to Oklahoma. Wow, Wayne, I've been in your area before out there in Oklahoma. I've covered your area before out there, Wayne. So let me send you right now, while I got everybody here on the line, let me send you over, Wayne, real fast, everything that I sell for free. So here it is. This goes out to my buddy Wayne in Oklahoma. There's Abel and there's Wayne in Oklahoma. All right. If you guys want the free Fifth Amendment cop card, you guys got to order during my live stream. If you want me to send you my free trifold, the free, all my printouts for free, then you got to order during my live stream, because I'm just not going to do it anymore. It's taking up too much of my time. And it's the same reason why I stopped selling t-shirts. I have a couple t-shirt orders waiting that got to go out. I stopped selling t-shirts because how much time it takes me to go down to the post office and send them. Not that I don't need the money. I appreciate it. Not that I don't want you to wear the brand. I appreciate that too. It's that I don't want to, spend my time shipping t-shirts and sending free stuff. So I don't have that time. You know what I mean? So if you guys would, try to come during my live stream, tell other people, hey, Chille gives away that Fifth Amendment cop card during his live stream. He gives it away to so many people during the live stream. I think we have 9 or 10 people today that are getting the Fifth Amendment cop card for free. So thank you guys for ordering one thing. It covers the cost of my shipping and the cost of the card. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I agree with that, Milena. What's great with Chille React to these videos, he points out everything and the psychological issues and the human aspects. That's right. And I think that most people who come here are also empaths like I am. I don't think I'm the only one that several people email me from Team DLZ, you guys in the comments, and say I was crying during that live stream. And I cry all the time. So I'm trying not to cry. I'm trying to keep my blood pressure down. As you guys can see, I did that week-long fast, and then my cheeks are full again. I've been eating biscuits and gravy and brownies, and I really had a great time. Yeah, I do actually care. Jeff hates pigs. Jeff hates pigs. Jeff hates pigs. So good to see you, Jeff hates pig. April, so good to see you too. So good to see you too. Yeah, and unisex, you have it correct. Time is money. It's not so much that I don't mind spending the time. I don't mind sending people my free stuff. it's just become a thing where people are contacting me and, hey, send me that free stuff. And then I just spend a lot of, I guess you have to spend time on anybody, any person is worth a value. And the value that you spend on people is the time that you spend on those people. However, my system is automated. So if you buy the $9 trifold, it goes right to your spam folder. I don't know why, but it's automated. So you click a button, you pay $9 and then you get it. Or you click a button, and the way it was working before my factory had a snafu was you order the trifold and my factory just ships it. So, come on, Florence. I mean, come on, get. I told him to stop with you, Florence. So stop with him. You know what I'm saying? Just go to separate corners here. The guy's been a mod of mine for a long time. So please don't put me in that position. You know what I'm saying? Just go to your separate corners. You know what I mean? I mean, we all are not going to get along. We all are not going to be besties. There's going to be people who have different opinions than us. So we got to just be like, okay, but we all have the same common mission. It's like the app that Lackluster and Long Island Audit created. I hope it works. If you could actually get it where you can show the cop your phone and there'll be a lawyer on there and the cop will calm down, great. I still don't think that's a substitute for you knowing your rights and then invoking your rights on camera, showing the cop the right they're violating, and then bringing that video to court. I think that's the best way. Otherwise, you're going to be beholden to that lawyer. And then after that, if you can get the cop to not attack you with the lawyer on the phone, and then are you contracted with that lawyer? Is he going to take your case? There's just a lot of questions and stuff. So do I hope it works? Oh man. Yeah. Oh yeah, I really do. I don't like either one of those guys. Do I hope their app works? Yes. I really hope it works. I really hope it works. Like it's not about my personal beef with people defaming me and saying stupid shit about me, which they both have done. It's about, if it works and makes society a better place, that would be amazing. It's coming from two people who are morally bankrupt as far as I'm concerned. One called me a grifter and one said I have victims. He's just protecting them. Where are they? And what have I grifted? It looks like I'm sitting here saying I can't give away all my products for free anymore, guys. I don't have enough time. So where's the grift? Just whatever. But do I hope it works? Yeah. I want advancement of society. I want society to become a better place. I think there's no substitute for having your rights on you. I think there's no substitute for having that camera on you. I think that this is the best way to do it. To have that Fifth Amendment on you, show the camera, show the court. That's what I think. And then if you do have it on you, which I have a transparency app that I have not released, it's similar. It's kind of similar to Long Island Audits and to Lackluster. It's not the same at all. The way we function is different other than the video recording. That's the only similar thing is we video record it. But I still think there's no substitute for having your rights on you, having your camera on you, and you taking on that cop without having to call somebody up and hope that they can handle your fight for you. I don't think there's a substitute for you knowing your rights. I just don't. And I never will. Knowledge is power. You should know every single thing on my trifold. You should know every single case inside and out. This is, until we get to that level in society where cops will actually take a phone call and talk to your lawyer, I hope it works. I really do. I really hope it works. Really. So that's all I can say about that. You know what I'm saying? I want it to work. I want society to be a better place. I want some protection from these pigs. We should have a third-party agency that oversees pigs, but we don't. So, I just think and then, what if you're in an area where you can't get phone service? What if you can't get that lawyer on the phone? There's just a lot of questions I have. And, by the way, this isn't their app. The same guy who invented this app came to me before he went to them in June, July of last year. I can share the emails with you. It was called Lawyer Shield then. It's still called Lawyer Shield. So, I turned the guy down because it just didn't, I can't be a part of a technology that I don't completely run and control. Otherwise, just my factory screwing up and not sending trifolds, put me in such a position. It put me in such a position. It messed me up so bad. I've spent the last week on the phone. You know, I'm kind of grateful now that I fill out the envelope myself on the Fifth Amendment cop cards, because now I get to know each and every person who's ordered anything from me. I get to write their name, their address, and I just sit there with my hand and I just write it out. And then I recognize people's names and things when I someone says this and that. I say, oh, you're Cheryl? Oh, I remember you put that little note. If you guys put a little note in your order forms, I get the note. I read it. So then I go, oh, Cheryl wrote this to me and she's order 721 or whatever. And then I have, pretty good memory. So I end up remembering some things. So I'm kind of grateful, but at the same time, I probably will make a change. We'll see what happens. Really disappointed that my factory made such a mistake, such an error, such a gigantic error. And there's still people who still haven't got their trifold from the shipping snafu within my factory. It really makes me upset. Am I going to make a change? I'm probably going to make a change, but I'm just going slow right now. Just going slow till we get back on track, and then as soon as we're back on track, I agree. Dudes, please get over it. We're not going to agree on everything. We never will. We never will. So, all right. I've been on for 3 hours. I better get out of here. I better get the flock out of here. Chevy! Hunter Johnson, what's going on, my friend? What's going on, Brick? Good to see you. Jim, how you doing, Jim? Good to see you. All right, listen, I'm going to get the flock out of here. Thank you guys for coming to my TED Talk. I'll see you guys on the next one. Rest in peace, Deacon. You got murdered, dude. I'll see you guys on the next one. Later, Gators. Later, Gators.